Tom Hardy will do it. He did Venom. He'll do anything.
I don't know.
Yeah, he did Capone. He'll do anything. Capone, where he just sits there and shits his pants all.
Has Tom Hardy always been kind of like, obviously not?
Yeah, he's always been weird.
Yeah, okay.
His first movie I saw him in was Bronson. That's a great movie, but that's a really good movie.
I haven't actually seen that yet.
It's really good.
You just say I haven't.
He did a movie where all he does is talk to people on a phone while he's driving in a car, which was also pretty good.
So it's like phone booth, but except in a car.
Yeah, except less tense.
Mighty Gazelle says, "Yo, I'm at work."
Hell yeah!
Welcome to
scream out right now, Pirates Bay. Say that.
Yeah, just do that.
Just do it. Sword Bay. Say that.
Welcome,
no balls,
to the Blue Ridge Podcast, episode number 101. I'm Adrian. Gore's here. David's here. 101.
Like is that an error or is that something else?
That's like a
classic.
That's a Nickelodeon show.
That's a classic.
Zoe 101.
The Zoe 101. There you go. I was gonna say the classic.
Yeah, that's the one where Dan Schneider got extremely creepy on, apparently.
Yep.
And now we're gonna get really creepy.
Is the reverse of shout out call out? Yo, calling you out, Dan Schneider.
Call out.
Yeah.
Fuck
call
you,
out,
Dan Schneider.
I didn't know about all that until what was it, like I noticed it was like kind of on YouTube for a while, but I didn't notice any of it till like maybe about a month or two ago.
Right.
Creepy guy.
Creepy.
Yeah,
not a fan.
Not a fan. No, definitely.
Fucking horrible human being.
Really weird.
This is our video game podcast.
hey, Dan Schneider or whatever his name is, and also fucking Butch Hartman. He just rips people off, dude. You saw that trend?
Oh yeah.
No,
nothing like tracing someone else's fan
tracing people's artwork.
What?
He was caught. He does commissions, and he was caught tracing people's artwork. Because someone like drew the girl from Attack on Titan, or he drew the girl from Attack on Titan, and then people compared it to somebody else's drawing, which is like almost exactly the same, except his was way shittier. Because this is supposed to look like, I guess, like Fairly Odd Parents, but look like shit. There you go. Calling you out. Call out.
Now we already do a segment. Call out.
Yeah. And we'll start every episode with call out. Hey, it's a fresh 3 digits now. So we
start off like really fired up, calling someone out. At the end, we'll give a shout out though. Keep it positive.
Yeah. Shout outs. To me.
Posy vibes. Yeah, we'll shout ourselves out. This is our video game podcast. We talk about video games. We do some random stuff, like talk about things we watch now, apparently.
Hell yeah.
We stream this live on twitch.tv/depunked every Thursday. Usually post on Friday or Saturday. Once a month, sometimes twice, we have a segment called Games Gone By, which is our video game book club. We each pick a game. We go on and we... sometimes we play it for the first time. Sometimes some of us played it before. Sometimes none of us played it before. But this was Gore's month. That month of February. Originally, it was Beyond Good and Evil, but a lot of stuff happened. So we swapped over to the Little Nightmares. So that's going to be tonight's episode.
Quick little game.
Yeah, quick little game.
Next month, we will save our Mother Earth from any alien attack and play some EDF, which we will be live streaming.
Yeah, so...
Oh, God.
So let me give you the quick lowdown. So the lowdown for the next next handful of episodes, I guess. March 25th is Earth Defense Force 5. April 29th is Hellblade, Senua Sacrifice. May 27th, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. June 24th is Parasite Eve. From there, we just got I have the dates, but I haven't actually looked them up yet. But July is Metal Wolf Chaos. August, Stardew Valley. September is Tokyo Jungle. That's our list. We'll have another fan vote somewhere in there. But yeah, we do that once a month. That will be starting. I know I said this last week. We had a bit of a snag. I realized, which I'll explain in a second. But that will be officially not spun out from the podcast. We'll still have it at the end of Blue Rupees, but it will be its own feed as well. So if you do want to listen to just those, go back to our back catalog because we have like 20 some episodes now of Games Gone By. So now at this point, you can pick and choose whatever game you want to play and just listen to our discussion on it. We will have that spun out. They'll be posting every week on Mondays, up until they catch up, which it should take a while for them to catch up if we're posting it weeklies, as well as on top of whatever episodes we're doing. So I assume sometime by the end of the year, it'll all be caught up, and then from then on, it'll be posting the Monday after we record them. But that's a far while back. I'll give you guys a heads up. Yeah, so the problem with why it's actually uploaded now, but we're gonna take it down. I didn't post links on it. Hey, Mighty Gazelle, appreciate the follow, man. Hope work is
Oh,
going
yeah.
well for you, by the way. Not
Hope it's
slacking.
great. Hope
No,
you get a promotion, and
Yeah,
if they don't give you a promotion, have them call me.
give Mighty Gazelle the CEO status. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Have them call me. I'll make it work. I'll make it happen.
Hello,
Have
this
you
is
seen
the
my
Gore.
reactions? It's-
um,
they're about as mid as you can get.
but this man.
Yeah.
So the problem with posting them just the games gone by as they are is that if you were listening back in the day or have listened to those, they were straight up just a segment, like the what we play part or stuff like that was slapped at the end. Therefore, we didn't actually give proper introductions. So if you're watching this live, there's going to be a little bit of a quick intermission before. Well, it'll be live. We don't really care about not streaming it, but we're gonna do a quick intro to slap on the beginning of all those episodes, just so that it doesn't just start off with us not introducing ourselves or anything. But after that, that'll all be with intro as well, intro music on there, with the spiffy new little thumbnail that we got. I have to give shout outs to that dude. I got that from Fiverr. That's an actual Fiverr job that I actually.
Was it actually 5? Or
No,
was it like a?
It was pricier, but he did give me the Photoshop files. He gave me
That's a really
Photoshop
nice
files. He
logo.
gave me the banner for the Twitter too.
Hell yeah.
So like actual bunch of stuff too, and he banged it out in like a day too.
Oh wow! A day, and he didn't just give you like
Give me the example.
shittiest crap job ever. We never told that on a podcast.
No, we'll talk about it right now.
I guess we're referencing it. So
Yeah. So
Speaking of our call-out segment,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Call out to I don't know their name.
So
maybe we shouldn't say their name.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, we don't want to dive
I'm not gonna say their name.
Yeah. No.
But
I will.
I will shout out the dude. So the dude I got this from was Jimmy Johnny D.
Jimmy Johnny
D. He designed the new podcast thumbnail you'll be seeing. It's pretty slick. I like it. And he gave me the Photoshop files too. So maybe on the new. I'll talk about this in a second actually. But yeah, he gave me the Photoshop files as well.
Are you gonna put that in the thumbnails?
Yeah. So I'm
where it says Blue Rupees. Are you gonna replace it with that?
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on.
Okay.
I'm gonna rip the Photoshop file of just the logo, and we'll put.
And then you're gonna put Blue Rupees in there instead. Because he only did Games Gone By, right?
Yeah, he only did Games Gone. I only commissioned for Games Gone By.
Yeah.
I might commission him for something else too, maybe Ranksters or something.
Oh, okay.
He did really good, so I like his work.
Yeah.
But I'll rip that logo out and put that on the thumbnails now to brand that.
Okay.
yeah.
So.
All
right. David and I have just to keep, I guess. I mean, we're talking about the podcast stuff, so I don't care if we're bleeding into it. David and I have been kind of going back and forth about what we want to do for Games Gone By because I don't mind what we're doing right now with the background. It's a lot of work because I got to go in, pull a video, and find a good spot where it can loop even just decently for the background. Export that, and it takes the export a lot longer because it's exporting a continuous
it's a
file.
video.
Yeah, a video in the background.
It's just it being a video, period.
Yeah, and it looks decent, and I mean, I have like very little design stuff. So like the background, it was pretty half baked. Not even half baked, I'd say effort wise, but like it's just not as good as it could be, obviously, compared to other people that actually have experience in this. So Dave and I are kind of going back and forth as to whether or not we want to invest into a new background right away. It saved me a lot of time just by having just have someone animate a background and put a cool overlay, and then that's it. That's all I have to do is slap the videos on it and be done with it. So I'm thinking of doing that. So that might happen before season 3. It might not. We'll see. But I do have an idea for that. Yeah, I've been going on Fiverr and trying to up the quality of a lot of things. Tax return hit finally, so I've got a little bit of budget to blow on the podcast a bit. So I do have a new starting soon screen coming. I got someone commissioned for that, and that's she's going back and forth with me with what she's got, and I like that a lot. I commissioned my own lo-fi beat to put, because right now I have that Persona song playing still. So I commissioned someone to make me a beat to put in the background. That's completely mine that I can own now. So I don't have to worry about.
Fat beat to chill to?
Yeah, fat beat to chill to. Hell yeah.
Fat beat to beat to.
So I got that going. I got 2 commissions going right now. One for a new Blue Rupees overlay and one for a personal stream overlay to, like, you know, whenever if I want to gameplay stream myself. So we're working on those as well. So I'm just trying to go for all new overlays. That way, when I do end up building this PC, it just right out the gate, let's just start streaming some more. Hopefully by the time summer hits, since I'll be on summer break, we'll do a lot more streams. I assume. I don't know about David because David has a normal man's job, so his never ends. But Gore's welcome to hop in more often. I'll be streaming a lot more over summer.
It's not even close to summer.
By the time, dude, we're already like 15% of the way through the year. It's wild.
Okay, obviously he follows that Twitter that does the percentage bar for the year.
I saw someone retweet
he didn't just do math.
I'm not Rain Man.
Yep, Rain Man counting cards. I wish I could count cards.
But yeah, so we got a lot of those things. Maybe we'll do something cool for Ranksters as well. But speaking of Ranksters, that is not on hiatus, but we're trying to figure out a new day and format for that. Not even format.
We got two that still need to go up.
Yeah. It's just a lot of work for me to edit those, and then the day wise, we're not even like. Sometimes some weeks like not all of us are available, and it's only me and Gorm. I'm like, we got to figure out a new day because it did bleed into a day that that Matt and Kyle they're not gonna that they're a lot less available on. David's got his big boy job that's been pretty busy for him lately. I could say that.
Yeah,
abusing him. Abusing him. Really. That was really a shame.
But so we'll be figuring out a thing for Ranksters. It's not going away for sure, but we'll figure out a new day. And
how about Sunday? Is Sunday a good day?
Yeah, we just Halo stream. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Fuck the Halo stream. Just do.
Speaking
do
of
Ranksters.
Halo streams, we do those Sunday. This weekend we're doing a watch party. We're doing a Halo Forward Unto Dawn watch party. So
I saw your. I was watching a little bit of your the Halo Spartan Assault. Or whatever. Did
you see what happened?
I was like, what? Because I kind of like skipped ahead. I was like, what the fuck? They're just watching. What the fuck is going on?
Did you see what happened? Like at what point? What was the issue?
No, I had to go and do anything else. So explain.
I can barely tolerate you guys as it is.
So what happened is that we played through the first level of Spartan Ops.
Yeah, I watched that.
And it's supposed to play the cutscenes, and it's nothing fantastic.
Yeah.
But
it was just the fucking part where you're on the elephant or whatever, right?
It was right before that.
It was that area.
Yeah, that area.
Yeah, it was the area.
The desert area.
And you're just killing waves and waves. But
yeah, that's why I didn't like it. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah,
I played it back in 2012. I was
so
like,
what happened? I don't know why, but so the video. I think I vaguely remember this. Did the video stream off Halo Waypoint? Or wasn't there some issue with Halo Waypoint back on?
I'm pretty sure back when it first came out, it was through Waypoint.
Yeah, it's streamed through Waypoint. So the game is not integrated. Does not have Spartan Ops integrated with the cutscene. So it gives you the missions, and you can watch the cutscenes on their own.
Yeah,
and fucking dumb.
And the issue too is on Master Chief Collection. You can't actually sync that with your party. So if you watch the episode, they got to click, or they don't even see watch episode unless they're in their own or something. So you can't watch it as a party. So we went on YouTube and just saw the whole thing, which, hey, it works fine. Like you could pretty much keep track of everything that happens without playing the game.
It's not very long either.
It's like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's actually decent.
Hey,
it's actually
kudos to them for like, because it's all like actual like high budget looking.
It looks media were comment on that. Like that's an actual like second campaign looking.
As a second campaign, which is good because the first campaig's like fucking 25 minutes long.
Yeah, so put them together, they're like one full campaign.
Yeah, it's like one full like I don't know, like game of Overwatch or something. Like competitive.
Right, there you go. Just so it's a little bit longer. But we watched that. I think Dave and I actually enjoyed that. That was actually relatively interesting, and I forgot a lot of it, so it was pretty. fresh
I don't remember like any of it.
I remember
Halsey's a big part of it. Yeah. Halsey's a big part of it. Yeah, she loses an arm. And I think that's all I remember, honestly. And then some of the characters I think show up in Halo 5, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
that was kind of
one of Master Chief's homies. Or maybe it was Locks, because you have 4 people.
I imagine it's
we'll
Locks.
Get to that. Yeah, I think it's Locks.
But yeah, so we're gonna
is a lady, I think.
So
I think that lady was in.
Yeah, because she was
she was the one I thought was somebody else, but ended up being Jennifer Hale.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do this weekend is because this is the one thing that David has been since the beginning of us streaming has been wanting to do because he watched Forward Unto Dawn way back in the day. We're gonna do a watch party of Forward Unto Dawn. Gore, I think you're joining, right?
Yeah.
You want to join? So
Yeah.
we'll all watch that together,
Yeah.
and then
It has one cool scene towards the end.
and then starting next week, so not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, we're gonna replace the Halo streams for the month with EDF streams, so we have an outlet to stream and play the game, and then we'll return back.
Which we will want to do those in slightly bigger chunks.
All right, you're asking a lot.
Yeah.
There's 100 like something.
What the fuck does that mean?
No, he just means he wants.
Usually for the Halo stream, we do like 2 hours or 2 to 3 hours. So we would move on to do like ideally 3 to 4.
I was hoping he'd say like 5 or 6.
I was hoping we'd do 3 days straight of shooting the same bug over and over again. I hope I get the game by then because I'm trying to rent it, but like they haven't sent it to me yet. So I have a space open. So it only takes them a couple days to ship, or to deliver. So
and you missed the sale.
I was gonna buy it, but I missed out, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna rent it. Like I'm not gonna want to keep that game. I don't think.
Yeah,
so,
I'm upset because David and I were talking about it, and as soon as he proposed, I'm like, cool. I guess I'll finally buy the game. I bought it, then 2 days later, fucking GameFly has a sale on it, so I'm just gonna sell my copy to David, so I don't feel.
So you did secure one of those GameFly copies?
I got the GameFly copy, but
now
but he also bought a new copy.
Yeah, it was for a little bit cheaper than MSRP, which is fine, but. I'm like, no, cool. I already don't want to play this game.
No one's selling one for like
32 copies of this game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you love that game.
Yeah.
And he has 0.
It's true.
Well, I got it digitally.
No, that doesn't count. Hey, you're the guy that's like a physical for life or whatever, and you got that digitally? What are you?
Because we weren't getting one.
You are fake.
We were never originally getting one.
You are fake.
Hey. All right, real quick, Chris. Where do you want your money? Do you want it on Facebook or do you want it on
stacks of money, 20s?
All right, so I'll just throw it in there in best of luck.
All right.
I'll put it.
Yeah, I'll throw you in a fucking casket.
Put it in a lockbox and hide the key somewhere.
They're gonna make a sequel. They're gonna make a sequel to that Buried movie. It's gonna be David in it.
What? You don't trust the U.S. Post Office to fucking bring that with a sack of money to you?
It took
Adrian's package. It took Adrian's package like
an extra week.
I think a whole week extra.
Yeah, an extra week after.
I mean, to be fair, that was closer to Christmas though. So
also that box is gonna cost you like $50 to ship.
Yeah, I already plan on that costing me like $60-$70 with how much I got in there.
God damn!
Yeah, I think everyone's up.
Yeah.
No, dude, it's one of those things.
I took it out how much I owe Gore anyway because I'm sending it to him, so it's fine.
It's one of those things. Partially, again, your Christmas gift is in there, and then I started doing some spring cleaning, so I threw a bunch of shit in there for that.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
And there's been a lot of clearance sales lately of dumb shit, so I'm like, it's only $1. Fuck it, why not? I'll throw that in the box. And then I got yelled at for throwing so much shit in the box. So then I felt like I had to put a couple other good things in there.
No. All right, she's too nice to you, Gore. Fuck that.
His girlfriend said that.
Yeah, she was probably saying you're
she's right. She's right.
Because there was a point where literally I was going to empty my paper shredder and just pour it right in there. What the fuck are you doing?
That would have been funny. That would have been amazing.
I want to dump this in there.
You should have said that. You should have
shredded hentai.
You should have said that was padding.
I was gonna say he was gonna empty his ass into the fucking box, but
I thought you were gonna say empty your pocket. I'm like, that's what we already do.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna pour my paper shredder.
You should have
right in there.
You should have.
And I got yelled at. So.
You should have.
Is this don't the Gore do box? That to your best friend Gore.
This is indeed the Gore box we're talking about.
You're hearing the origin of the Gore box. Well,
yeah, because that will be the David edition Gore box.
If nobody knows this meme,
there's shit still poking out that I gotta fucking push down in there.
If get in there, motherfucker.
At least your room looks cleaner now because of it.
That's true. I'm helping you out, man.
That's true.
Yeah. If nobody knows,
I'll give me money.
Anyone out there does not know the origins of the Gore box. We have a friend named Sigma out there who would send literal trash to Gore. But this is back, like, the Gore boxes have gotten progressive in quality over the time. Like, now we throw something of worth somewhere in there. At least something worth like $350 or something. But back in the day, Sigma would throw Sigma would throw
about 250.
Sigma would throw like a common Yu-Gi-Oh card, about 14 receipts, a pack of used gum.
I got one right here.
Yeah, there you go.
I was actually cleaning out my corner over here, like where you see the PS5 box.
Yeah.
And I went through some like boxes of just shit, and I found an old Sigma. When he used to send me just envelopes of stuff, and I found this. I'm pretty sure. I think Adrian, you sent me this one. The whoosh.
I'm sure.
It might have been him.
I'm fairly confident. Well, one of us did. Him or I.
Yeah, well, both of you. He sent me this one.
Oh,
That's
by
a
the
good
way,
one.
that maps thing, I forgot to mention.
Look at that. That's a hollow. That's worth at least 20 cents.
That thing that had the thing in the last box I sent you that had maps and it had a signature on it.
Say again? I'm sorry, you cut out.
I had that. I sent you like a thing that was like it said like maps on it.
Yeah, it had a signature. What was it?
Rocco's.
Oh, was it?
That was a mystery gift. Yeah, he's just signed a thing that said maps on it.
Oh, okay. I still have it. I have like a stack of like.
Also, I did not mean to send you. I think it was like a coin looking thing from Fangamer. It looks like a coin. I actually bought that for myself, but it was in one of the packages because Fangamer always throws those like extra like little like stickers or something in there. They put it in that packet, so I assumed there were more of the stickers thing.
Well, I have. Wait, hold
on. Nick,
is
by the way,
in one of those?
It should be. Nick says, just stopping by for a few minutes and nice and talk about the gore boxes and crates. Hello, what's up, Nick?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice a coin in here.
I think you mentioned it. That's what threw me off. I was like,
yeah, you did mention it during it.
Yeah,
because you were talking about, oh man, Fangamer always throws all the shit in here.
Yeah,
what does it look like again? Can you describe it better?
It looks like a straight up coin, honestly. The thing, what it is though is it's a bookmark.
Oh, okay.
So you'll look at it. It's like a bookmark. I bought it during that like really cheap sale. I was wondering. I was like, where'd that go? It's because they put that in the that slip thing. I think you mentioned it at some point, but yeah, it's a bookmark. It's a pretty cool thing.
Okay. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where it is right now. But,
it's somewhere.
I got rid of the box, but I kept. Oh, maybe it's in this bag. Oh, it's in my closet. No, I got rid of the box, but I didn't get rid of anything in the box. So.
But yeah. Hey.
The box is big.
By the way, Nick's in here, and we were talking about this before the podcast, before we hit stream. Nick kind of wants a little what'd you watch update, because I know I've been watching a lot of things, and you've been watching a lot of things, so we can talk about a couple of things now.
Sure.
Gore,
so we're gonna do that first, or
you wrapped One Punch Man since last week?
Well, season one. Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Fucking that Boros fight, god damn,
dude,
pretty good.
I tell Gore this. You haven't really heard it because I haven't really talked to you about too much stuff that I watch, but like the thing that just fucking tickles my pickles so much in a lot of shows is when a show uses its main theme in the show proper, but an extended version of it, and in a cool moment, and and right when fucking One Punch Man does it, that last episode, like fuck the intro.
It's so fucking hype.
Oh,
it's pretty hype.
It's so good.
And I like that the whole. We're in spoilers, by the way, if you haven't watched One Punch Man, but I love that the. I'm sorry, I'm looking for that coin. I think it was over here. Honestly, I love that like the whole time you're watching it, it's like. It's supposed to be like that badass moment where the hero gets the upper hand, but it's Saitama getting his ass beat.
I watched so many reactions.
You're rooting for this guy because you just want him to hurt Saitama at least once.
Yeah, you
actually want the villain to succeed.
You want you watch reactions, and a lot of people are saying like, why am I want him to get hurt so bad.
I thought because you like Saitama, and that's what you want to happen.
That's what he wants.
He's like every. Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you this, Gore. There's a really good scene coming up later on the season of season 2. I won't tell you between who. Well, it's between Saitama and someone else. But it's like a monologue, and it's really fucking good. It's like one of my favorite.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite scenes in the whole like series.
Okay.
Season 2 does have some really great moments, but man, one of my favorite moments of season 1 is basically that whole Boros fight encapsulates almost everything about the series, aside from Moomin Rider.
But he's right before that too.
King arc is phenomenal. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Moomin was the
He was there being a badass. It's like,
But-
hey, they're like, hey,
it's
this whole
true.
city is about to get fucked up, and we're trying like, fuck it, let's get some more people.
Get some more
Even
people,
the A tier heroes
some
were like, hey,
Hacksaw
let's
Ridge
go
here.
help out the movement.
That was some
Yeah.
Hacksaw Ridge shit, man. He had to get one more.
Hell yeah.
But I love the interaction that they have towards the end where Saitama finally beats fucking Boros because he's like, all right, fucking, I'm finally bored of this. You get a couple consecutive normal punches,
Yeah.
and then one serious punch.
All right, I'm gonna
That
use my final move.
Fucks
Serious
the
punch.
stratosphere.
Yep.
And then
Yeah,
Boros is like,
was that a meme at any point where it's just like, did I lose? Like when he's just like, wait, did I lose? I feel like that was a
No,
meme.
because you know what? That was almost
It
a
feels
little
like it.
sad, honestly.
well, that's what I was gonna say. Is like that's actually kind of like the thing where it's like this dude came to Earth to fuck up the whole planet because of a prosophy that wasn't even about Saitama. That someone on Earth could be an even fight for him, and then it's all of a sudden like, oh shit, you weren't even trying at all. And Saitama's like, no, you kind of made me sweat a little bit. And Boros is like, don't fucking do this. Just let me die with some dignity. That's like, yeah, you're right. I didn't fucking have to try at
so
all.
like
But
he
he's
didn't, he died and didn't even get what he wanted.
Yeah.
He wanted at least an even fight. And he's like,
Oh, so sad.
yeah, but the music, they even play that sad music too, because Saitama didn't get it either. He's not happy either.
No, he
Yeah.
didn't get shit.
He's the
Yeah,
only person that understands what Boros is going through, and yet at the same time, he will never have that moment that Boros had.
Yeah.
And I don't want anybody telling me what's gonna happen, obviously, but like now we get season 2 where he got Garu or whatever his name is. And I like him as a character so far. I like that he's not just evil man. Like
Right.
he's
he
not
has a
gonna just
backstory.
kill a kid for no reason or anything. Even though
Yeah.
that kid was being a dick. I like that. He's hunting
The
heroes
Cravolante?
down, which is say again?
Carvolante for the nipples.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Which, by the
Bill
way,
Hurts.
I love how Madhouse really likes people with just butt chins. I watched that in the first
yeah.
10 minutes of Mob
The
Psycho.
First time, yeah, Mob Psycho. Yep. They got butt chin addiction. I did watch the first episode of Mob Psycho. Pretty good. We'll get
I like Mob Psycho. I don't like it as much as One Punch, but it's just because it's too tonally different for what I went into One Punch for. You know, Mob Psycho
Well,
feels more like this is a standard kind of story.
One Punch Man's a parody, but still with something behind it. Too.
Yeah, but it's so awesome.
Mighty Gazelle says, I'm so excited for Mob reactions. OPM is great, but Mob is phenomenal. I could see totally why people like Mob more for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna upload the. I have a reaction I did for the first episode. I was gonna upload it today, but I have to like edit it because there's. Okay, I got a couple problems. I watch it on HBO Max, and just my computer can't handle recording with HBO Max, so I got.
Oh, that's weird.
Mighty Gazelle's mad at David for calling Mob standard.
Yeah, how dare you?
It's good, but it doesn't do anything different or new. It's just good. I put it in the same category of like a My Hero Academia, where it's consistently good. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not doing anything I haven't seen already.
Oh, you like Inuyasha, so what do you know?
Vespertine 7 says,
Inuyasha's
what's up,
mid.
Gore?
Huh?
Vespertime 7 in the chat says, what's up, Gore?
What's up, man?
But yeah, and then I've been on this kick where I've literally just binged an entire anime this like every weekend now.
Mm-hmm.
So I binged One Punch Man season 2 weekends ago. This last weekend I binged Paranoia Agent.
Yeah,
what'd you
that's
think?
from One Punch Guy.
Not as fucked up as I was hoping it'd be. I thought it'd be like I want something severely fucked up. Like
Watch Hellsing.
What's up?
I said watch Hellsing. Hellsing's pretty fun.
I might just
Hellsing
watch
Ultimate,
fucking
Ultimate.
I might just watch Berserk. Honestly, I think I just need something.
Oh, Berserk is real fucked up. I'm so giddy.
No, I don't ever look. Let's get to talk about anime with anyone aside from like
Berserk.
2 people. So
I watched the Berserk animated movies, the 3D ones.
don't watch the anime.
already did.
Don't watch New Berserk. It's gross. It's
Oh,
fucking
no, I
terrible.
I didn't watch the show. I heard the show is really bad, but I thought the movies are okay.
So I'm watching
No,
the
it's
movies.
fucking terrible.
Wait, what am I watching?
No, only watch
don't watch
the
the new-
original early 2000s anime.
Link me
series.
to
26
them.
episodes.
Link me to them.
Isn't there? I thought it was like
Find a
80.
site where you can watch them.
Well, I like buying them though, just because it's nice to own.
They're
You
probably gonna be
can't.
rare.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! All right.
Or that too.
Really quick, I was gonna say is the way we do about this. I think you two, if you guys, I forget what episode it was. It was a Games Gone By. I think was it not Def Jam where you guys just talk about fucking wrestling for like a solid 15 minutes and just didn't.
Yeah.
Stop.
I would assume so.
Yeah, you guys should probably go and do that.
What, wrestling?
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Wrestling,
watch
anime.
wrestling anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you can probably talk about it for a little bit at least.
I wouldn't mind going back and watching old.
Yeah,
like,
I was about to say,
paper,
like, I feel like you guys would
old
love doing it.
paper,
Like,
old pay-per-views, and
Wrestling
then
Gone
like
By.
talk about them. Yo, I'd be down to watching old Royal Rumble.
yeah, Wrestling Gone By. There you go.
I used to love Royal Rumble. Like that was my shit. That was the pay-per-view I would get every year because it's just like, oh man, who's gonna win? And it's always like obvious who's gonna win, but even as a kid, I'm like, fuck, man, I can't wait. And then who's gonna come out and like eliminate like 8 people?
It's always Drew Carey.
Hell yeah, when Drew Carey showed up, I was like, what the fuck? Because I was watching Who's Line at the time as a kid.
Yeah.
And he showed up. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, so that was like your first instance.
He's like, oh,
is that your first?
Fail.
Is that your first instance of a crossover?
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, crossover. Yeah.
um,
Oh, Ryan Stiles shows up with the chair.
we got some in the chat. So I got Nick going. I think the characters are a bit better in Mob than OPM personally.
I can see that only because OPM has it's supposed to be a parody, as YouTube said.
Yeah.
So like the Genos character,
He's very generic.
yeah,
cocky
he's like straight man
anime
kinda.
dude.
Yeah, and of course, like even like all the other characters are stereotypes in some
Oh,
way.
you got the old man who's all wisdom.
yeah,
and, like
the
knows how to
Master
fight.
Roshi. Yeah, exactly. He's
Mo-
old until he has to fight and gets buff.
Yeah,
you know?
Mighty
Just
Gazelle.
Like Roshi.
Mob is probably best watched on Funimation, by the way.
Yeah, I don't have Funimation. Oh wait, I do have Funimation. I'm sorry. Is Mob really on Funimation? I didn't know that. Okay, I'll just watch that.
Nick goes.
Okay.
Also, sorry to bring this out of random.
Crunchyroll's the one I don't have. I
Yeah.
don't have Crunchyroll.
Also, sorry to bring this out of random, but another anime I recommend I didn't in a response tweet is Golden Boy. That definitely
Ooh, good stuff.
deserves a discussion and a reaction vid.
Okay.
And then
I'll add it to the list. I have a list of.
And then
things after I'm done with One Punch Man and Mob Psycho, I'm gonna start Avatar, which I know it's not
can I recommend
technically anime, but
can I recommend you
it's
a different palette cleanser, just like on the terms of like a whole different thing? You need to fucking just watch BoJack.
no, that's
You
okay.
need to watch BoJack Horseman.
Maybe in the future, but maybe.
I think that's a good way to separate yourself
Avatar
away from.
has been on my Avatar and One Punch Man has been on my list for fucking like Avatar's been on my list since I was a kid.
I definitely just don't want. Yeah, that's fair. But
I know, but I'll do BoJack in the future.
I'll
Like
even-
BoJack would be a good like after like Rick and Morty.
there's not a lot of reactions of that on YouTube, by the way. Of BoJack,
because it sucks.
I think people got into it too late, so I think you'd have a good free market on a lot of the BoJack stuff.
No, it doesn't matter.
And then Siege goes thoughts on Castlevania.
Fantastic.
So fucking good.
I love
you
the
need to watch
first.
that, Adrian.
I love the first season so much, and then what was it? I think I forget what got caught up before second season. So yeah, I'm gonna binge the hell out of that.
I thought you were about to say second season wasn't as good.
No.
I
It's the same thing.
I'll give you a cross.
Same thing with Stranger Things. I something happened like right when
Yeah.
that came out, and I just never
I
watched it.
didn't really care for Stranger Things.
I liked
two.
season
Like I was
one
doing
a lot.
I did a reaction series for that until the 4th episode, and I just stopped and just watched it like a few months later, and then I was just like, I'm glad I didn't because I think everybody really liked that season for the most part. I was just like, ugh.
I like
It
it a
was
lot, actually.
okay.
What they did with Eleven's character, I fucking hated.
That's fair.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I never even watched season 3.
That's
so,
fair.
I heard season 3 is much better though, like actually good.
I remember the arc they were doing that got horribly botched. And I was like, I don't really care about watching season 3 now.
So
Yeah. I heard season 3 is good though.
Paranoia Agent.
Yes.
I have Perfect Blue on my list now. I need to-
Ooh, Perfect Blue is really good.
Yeah.
It is really good. It's fucked up though. That's
Yeah,
fucked up.
yeah, I've heard because
It's also right next to in my Best Buy picture I mentioned last week. Fresh Prince. It's right next to it.
best animes.
Very similar shows, I guess.
Paranoia Agent-
Perfect Dark. Perfect Blue is a movie.
Wasn't what I was looking for, but it's still everything I love in things where it's like it's got a whole ass deeper meaning behind it.
Yeah.
And the dude's a fucking the dude that directed it, he passed away, but he's a fucking
Yeah, Satoshi Kun, rest in peace.
he's a premonitionist because he predicted stuff in Perfect Blue. Apparently, I know what the premise is behind that, and he predicted pretty much like Paranoia Agent came out the same month of Facebook.
Yeah.
And like everything else that precursored it, which is like pretty good with the whole like ties of everything behind it.
Facebook.
Super deep, super intricate. The intro is creepy as all hell. Like I get weirded out by the intro every single time I watch it. I just hate it, but like in the good way.
Yeah.
And
Another really good. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no,
Finish.
that fucking episode with the two guys and the girl.
Yeah.
In the pizza
fucking-
place, yeah.
The suicide episode.
Fucking
I love that episode.
phenomenal. What a phenomenal
Thanks
episode.
thanks for spoiling. Now I know there's a suicide in it.
There's a lot of fucked up things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, what's more fucked up than two guys, a girl, and a pizza place? Or whatever you said.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What were you gonna
Yeah.
say?
But no.
That was the show, right?
Probably.
I think it was.
No, that episode, absolutely one of the best. Actually, interestingly, the suicide episode in that one and the suicide episode and Welcome to the NHK both happen to be my favorite episodes of their respective
I need
series.
to watch.
You got to-
I
you
couldn't remember.
some
I can
dark
barely tell you. I just know Welcome to NHK was horny as all hell.
Hell
The first
yeah.
two episodes are. The rest of it is nothing like that.
I do remember that because I remember that was the first anime I ever watched like the whole way through because you recommended it. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. No, the first two episodes are basically a bait and switch. You have to enjoy the first two episodes, and after that, it's a pure fucking roller coaster. But no, if you want another series that is really kind of twisted and weird and is oddly more relevant now than it was back in the 90s when it came out, Serial Experiments Lane.
I see Dragon Ball
Genuinely
Z.
my
Yeah, Digimon.
yeah, but no, seriously, that's like my
Digimon.
third favorite series. Serial Experiments Lane, absolutely phenomenal. And a lot of what is covered in that feels far more prevalent to our lives today than it
You'll
was
have to write these
ever
down for
in the
me.
90s.
You have to write these down for me.
Yeah, I'll-
Yeah, especially
Awesome.
since what you said, I had no. I heard Lane. That's all.
Serial
Hell
something.
yeah.
Serial
Serial
man.
Experiments Lane.
There you
Oh,
go.
Slain. Okay, I think you said Lane.
Yeah,
Gore
Lane.
should react to
Oh, Lane.
prison.
No, okay.
Chatbox says Gore should
Wait,
react
what?
to prison school.
Oh god,
And then
Is that
Mighty Gazelle
that'll
That's
get
says
you demonetized fast.
Is that hentai?
Probably.
Oh, I guess it is.
No, but it may as well be.
That's what. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch hentai. Fuck it.
hey, that's still the most
Bible
Blue Rubies
Black.
episode was when we go
I
through all
mean,
your-
there are two
Fucking
anime
Bible
out there
Black.
right now that basically skew the lines. Redo of a Healer and Interspecies Reviewer. Those are basically hentai that are actual anime.
Yeah. Well, that
Uh,
second one definitely sounds more like hentai. than
Mighty
an
Gazelle
anime.
says now Dragon Ball, that's standard.
Yeah, that's. Hey, what? Well, you know what? Old Dragon Ball. If you watch it now, I'm sure. Yeah, but like if you watch the Kai cut, but the one that they cut like half
Kai
the show out, the Kai cut, the Snyder cut.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
I'm sure
when
that's-
does
I don't
fucking that
He's
HBO Max
not-
movie that came out this month? When does that go off? Because I need to watch that soon.
huh?
Which one is it? It's the one with Daniel Kaluuya.
Oh no, that came out like 2 weeks ago. You're fine.
Okay, good. I need to watch that.
Yeah, that came out I think the 14th.
Okay.
So not even like a week and a half ago. I watched the first 15 minutes and then I got tired. So I was like, this is gonna be a saga. So I'll watch this later. Like,
Yeah, I started the first episode.
already like first 15 minutes. I'm like, oh yeah.
I started
So
the-
I need to watch this.
I started the first episode of Mob Psycho like at 12:30 at night, and I was
Yeah,
like already.
that one you have to be like well rested. to
Yeah,
watch that. I'm like what the fuck is going on?
You know, like those old television ads where they think it's right in your mind. It's the kid sitting there at the couch and just like all these colors in his face. He's like, that's how I was. I'm like, I can't do this. There's too many colors. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. I wonder if you watch my, you know how I do the YouTube reactions where there's no show footage. I wonder if you just look at my face, it's just like multicolors, just like
Yeah.
flashing. It's just- I'm losing my mind.
Chatbox says Dragon.
Hey, hey, everybody wants to talk about the dub in One Punch Man, but like the dub so far in that first episode is really good.
Dude,
I don't know who voices the fake guy, but he's really good.
Anime sub diehards. Stop. Like
Yeah,
I
well,
get.
I mean,
I
sometimes
get.
they're right.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes
That's
they're
what I was gonna say. I get that a lot of times the sub is
Yeah.
the way to go, but especially
I
with
think
One
more
Punch
often
Man.
now,
One Punch
okay.
Man. I think
I thought it was good.
Saitama's dub is better. I think than the sub.
Uh,
I think.
I
I
don't
think.
know, you don't
I,
No.
I think so.
I
Just.
like
I think
both.
so, and here's my reasoning behind it. Because English is our native language, the tone
Yeah.
of bored comes off a lot stronger.
Sure, I could tell the actor's doing bored though in the Japanese dub.
Yeah, but I
Um,
can feel it with this. Also, it's the voice actor for Ryuji, so I'm already on that.
Oh well, yeah, that's why I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
well, I
so that
yeah.
doesn't do me any favors.
Why, you don't like Ryuji?
I love it. And the
We're the fan of thieves, guys.
and the dub brings it a lot more Americanized, I feel like. So like in the
Right.
sub, when Saitama's telling Sonic come at me. He says come at me in Japanese, but he says come at me, bro. I'm hype.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
that's American.
Yeah.
That's in the American versus that doesn't say that in the sub. He didn't say
Yeah,
say
but I
cool,
feel
I'm
like
hype.
that's dumber.
Well,
That's the point.
Yeah,
It's dumb.
that's but I wouldn't say that's better.
No,
right?
that's not the point.
It's
Yeah,
a parody.
but because
the more
they
absurd,
Americanize it doesn't mean it's better.
the more absurd it is, I think, is the better it is, and that's how I kind of feel about Saitama.
No, absurdity doesn't inherently mean a better parody.
I think so.
I feel like a good parody.
I don't agree with that statement, but what you said, Adrian. But I do agree the dub is good. So
I like the dub, I think, more honestly.
I would say it's not. Well, all right. I haven't watched all of One Punch Man season 1 with a dub. I did watch a lot of scenes with the dub.
Like overall, I will still pick the sub just because everyone else I feel like is stronger in the sub. I just feel like Saitama just comes off better.
The only one I don't really care for right now is the guy who voices Genos.
Oh, and he's better in season 2. I didn't hear him season 2 until I'm watching your reaction. Guy? I don't know. It might not be, but I didn't hear. I'm listening to the dub alongside you. Actually, I never heard season 2's dub, but yeah, Genos he had a lot more of a that little like kind of like Adam's apple voice he has a little bit.
Sure,
it's a lot more pronounced than the first one. It's almost annoying.
Oh, okay. Maybe it is different. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I heard him in like I watched the Genos versus like I watched all like the big clips in dub. I'm just watching again. Like and yeah, I mean he's not terrible. He's just like he's the weakest. I like the guy who voices King. I think he's great. I know the first time where you find out like what his character reveal. He's whoever does that voice is great. And the fucking guy that voices Garu, he keeps throwing me off because like at times he sounds like Steve fucking Blum, and I'm just like it sounds like Steve Blum young Blum.
Young Blum.
Young Blum.
Let's see. Chat Box says Dragon Box is overrated, or Dragon Ball is overrated.
Dragon Box.
Siege
says Dragon Box.
Siege says anyone see Read or Die?
Yes, the OVA or the series, because both are good, but you get a slightly different story depending on which one you go for. But no, Read or Die is fantastic. A little off the wall. If you've ever wanted to see some of your favorite historical figures as bizarre fucking villains, it's an interesting watch.
Time Squad.
Well, most of them are villains, so. I was gonna say Bill and Ted.
Yeah, it's basically Bill and Ted, except if all the historical figures were cloned villains. Cool.
Yeah, not like Napoleon's playing bowling and fucking Abraham Lincoln goes party on, dudes. Which is great.
And then
that's my favorite depiction of Lincoln, to be honest. Like fuck Daniel Day-Lewis.
My Gazelle with some more One Punch. He says I like the sub better about One Punch Man. I like the sub more for sure. I just like I just love the dub.
I do too.
The dub of Saitama
I think is
literally perfect. I think.
Yeah, I think he's good. Max Millman's a good voice actor, though.
And then, kind of sad that Madhouse didn't come back for season 2. I was talking about last week. I didn't realize that it's partially Madhouse, but mostly the producer of season 1 who brought in a bunch of freelance because everyone loves that guy, and they killed it. But then when he left, they also left alongside him. And then
are they doing something else?
I think they went to Mob Psycho, and then I forget what else they went to after that.
Yeah, no, Mob Psycho was 2016 and 19. So. What are they doing now? It's 2 years later. They have to be doing something else, right?
Yeah, I'm sure, but I forget what he's doing. You just follow where the producer's at, and you'll see.
And also, can I just say, even Mike Gazelle told me this, that it's a nice 2 seasons, 12 episodes each, perfect. Like not every anime needs to be 300 episodes long. Mob Psycho is 2 seasons, perfect.
Agreed.
And not even full seasons, obviously. 12 episodes, not even 13 episodes. 12.
No baker's dozen here, just a regular dozen.
Yeah, just a regular dozen.
Mighty Gazelle says I ran to the English voice actor for Genos at Anime Expo. Hope he was cool.
And I fought him. You reenact the Genos versus Saitama fight, except it was way sadder.
All right, that was our what we watch segment.
Oh wow, we're already an hour into the podcast.
Hell yeah!
Wait, I didn't talk about anything I watched.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Once again, getting ignored for the segments. Hell yeah!
You gotta step in. Right. You gotta just jump in.
I'm sorry. I expect a normal flow of a podcast conversation where as soon as I get a chance.
This is 100 episodes in. Oh, I'm sorry, 101 now, and you should expect this by now.
Yeah, you should.
No, fuck that.
Well, no, you got. Hey, to be fair, David's only 99 episodes in. He hasn't hit 100 yet.
That's true. That's true.
Next week is
either way. Still.
Huh?
Anyway,
Phil of the future? What?
Hell yeah.
I bet you're a Phil, future kid.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, you're a liar.
Phil of the future.
The future. Watch out for that tree. Hey, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Gotcha. I watched. Ended up watching the documentary there on Netflix for the Cecil Hotel.
I did watch that a few weeks ago.
Okay, I
am
thought
convinced that was a murder.
Say the documentary, and not tell us what it was.
Yeah, like, I ended up watching that documentary.
I watched the documentary. Like,
me and the girlfriend watched. We watched that, and then we watched The Night Stalker like a month ago or something.
Yeah, that's next on our to-do list.
Are you two okay? You both you want to watch fucked up anime and serial killer documentaries, and he's just fucked up.
Oh, dude, I've substituted because I've run out of those YouTube videos where it's like top 5 fucking weird Tinder dates that went to like it's top like those top 5 ones that say like some weird stories or something.
Yeah,
I've started running
top 5 make you want to do a bad thing.
Do a bad
flip. Well, that's just it. Because like I watch a lot of like Rainbot and Shrouded Hand and a bunch of other YouTubers like that do a bunch of the horror shit. But they do a bunch of the horror content, and the girlfriend and I were just like, we've been watching like Vigor of Dibley lately. We've been watching a couple other British comedy stuff.
What did you just say?
What'd you call
me? Vigor of Dibley.
Is that a new Studio Ghibli movie?
No, it's an old British comedy series.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, it's a comedy. Okay. Thank God.
But
I thought it was another sad thing you were watching. I was like, I feel bad.
Well, no, that's why we're watching the fucked up and sad things. It's because we've been watching a lot of like really hilarious stuff lately, and we're both like, let's just watch some fucked up shit.
It's usually the other way around, though. When you watch the fucked up shit, you want to watch something funny, but you're doing the opposite way.
Well, we do it the same way too. We watch those, but then we also every once in a while we'll just like fit in a couple episodes of Gravity Falls.
That's one of our we'll put on in the backgrounds to kind of go to
Gravity Falls is fucking great too, by the way.
I know, I heard it's great. In the future, that'll be something I watch.
God, you got so much stuff to watch, Gore.
I know. Man.
You got to quit games
if I didn't do reactions, I'd be able to get through them way fucking quicker.
It's true.
But I want everybody to see my face.
I'm doing this for everyone else. Watch me.
For the 12 people that care.
You get some good views on those every now and then. Depending on what they are.
Every now and then.
It just depends on what they are.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, nobody gave a shit about Blood of Zeus. I mean, that was mainly because I was like 3 months late, but whatever. Just like nobody knew who it was anymore.
This is gore time, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I realized you were watching One Punch Man at the same time as Struggle Nation.
Oh, are they?
They're watching it right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Continue with your fucked up shit.
And then other than that, I've been working on rewatching through because the girlfriend hadn't seen it yet. The Promised Neverland.
I heard that second season's
terrible. I've heard bad things.
Oh, I was gonna say
real bad. I watched Moist Critical Penguin Zero out there. He's popular. And he did a video about it. I was like, what the fuck? Because I heard it was really good the first season. I was thinking of watching that.
Yeah, the first season's phenomenal. Still watch
great. Yeah.
Even if you just treat the first season as standalone.
Do you think they'll remake the second season like they did like a Full Metal Alchemist where they just like
no.
Well, yeah, I guess because Full Metal Alchemist was still good.
Yeah,
and then they just remade it.
By the way, I want to go back. That girl was totally high. I think it was a murder.
The manager
for Cecil Hotel. No, I don't. Well, did you see? There's a video. There's a video that a body language analyst.
Yeah,
he rewatched all that, kind of pointing out like whatever mannerism she has. I think here's what happened. It doesn't take a brain genius to figure this out. She got fucked up on some drugs. That's why she's acting all weird down there. Like, it's obvious. She was talking about how she wants to experience things.
But her bipolar.
I think that mix with her like not taking medication and her being on Skid Row and finding cheap drugs or something. She probably got some cheap drugs. Started acting weird. Probably went to the top. There was some people up there. Or everyone's probably all fucked up there. She's probably saying like, I want to go swimming or something. And then they said, hey, there's a water tank, go swimming in there. And they closed it up on her. And they're like, oh, we killed her. And they ran off. That's probably what happened.
I am convinced the manager has something to do with it. That motherfucker knows or is involved with covering that shit up 100%. I am fucking willing to bet money on that.
I mean,
fuck that hotel manager. She was sketchy as shit. 100%. Burn that fucking place down.
Well, don't burn it down now. Now it's doing pretty well.
Burn all of California down. Fuck it. Get rid of it.
All right.
Oh, Gore agreed.
No, I'm looking at what might be. I don't even know what you guys are saying.
Gore, David says, burn down all of California. Did you immediately say, all right?
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Fuck California. But someone just let me know in my YouTube comments of a video, just funny,
Hell yeah.
that this exists now.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
It's what I never wanted.
That is the worst Ripley I've ever seen in my life. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Believe it or not.
That is actually garbage.
I think
that is actually garbage.
Nintendo's holding out and trying to put
That
their
is
characters
fucking.
in Fortnite.
That is shit.
They don't really want
That
to.
is upsetting. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What?
You think Nintendo's trying to hold out on Fortnite right now? Like, we can't give them the ultimate crossover. We have Smash.
Well, you think Ripley was going to be in Smash?
No, but they don't want to. They don't want to give them the ultimate title of ultimate crossover.
Yeah,
they already are though.
Xenomorph and Ripley. The Xenomorph looks fine. Ripley looks god awful.
Let's move on.
That's garbage. All right,
I agree.
That's fucking. I can't wait to watch that stupid fucking thing dance.
Are you gonna watch that Thick Chun-Li dance video too?
No. Why would I watch that?
Why wouldn't you
Why
watch
are you
it?
so desperate for him to watch it?
That's the most on
he
brand.
wants to see me get hard. That's why.
That's the most on brand thing for Gore to react to. I feel like
I can't control my horny levels.
I'm just like fucking like I'm just
it's
like
all the lights are coming at you.
I go cross-eyed. Horny.
Gore, what'd you play this week?
Make me horny.
Gore, what'd you play this week?
All right. Just real quick, because we went on way too long about shit before we even got to our first segment of the show.
Oh, no, that's our first segment now. Thanks to Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
thanks, Nick, for now a hyper-long
podcast,
episode. Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The podcasts are now way longer. What the fuck are you laughing at?
Thanks for making our podcast even longer, Nick.
Yeah, exactly. All right, just real quick. Of course, I played Little Nightmares. That's mainly it. But I did start another game, and it might be a game that we could talk about next month when I finish it.
Persona 5.
But I did start Persona 5 Royal.
Yeah.
I am about 5 hours in.
So you're at where you were the first time.
I haven't gotten to the point where I can actually do anything yet, besides fucking walk home or walk to a
Is
thing.
that where you were the first time though? Pretty much.
No, I got through the first palace.
Okay.
Like actually got it done. So right after what's her name? Panther,
Nick goes,
right?
crap. Sorry about that. Especially how long recording is gonna be.
Oh no, that's fucking fine. Anyway,
For the people.
Yeah,
for the fans, we love you. Thank
Michael.
you for 100+ episodes.
Hey, remember the For Michael? Was that what it's called?
For
the Sony ad? Remember that one?
No.
Does anybody remember that one? No, I think it was For Michael. It was a really good fucking Sony ad. Anyway, a PlayStation ad.
Persona.
Anyway, Persona 5. I'm about 5 hours in, and it's solid so far. But it's almost exactly what I played a few years ago, except now they added fucking what's her name? I don't know her name yet. Don't tell me. Okay, you told me. I didn't say her name yet, so I was like,
they had her
spoiler. Her name is.
I've gone through almost a year without even knowing her name is yet. But thanks a lot, Adrian.
Oh no,
okay,
you know.
Now I'm not gonna play.
Yeah, now I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. Fuck it.
She called you sensei at the beginning, and you're not gonna give her the respect to know her name.
Yeah.
Or no, senpai.
She gonna call me daddy later. Wait, how old are these characters?
High school.
How old? Oh shit. All right. Well, I'm playing as a high school student, so it's fine.
I'm role playing as a high school
student. It's fine. That's pretty much what you're doing.
That's true.
So,
don't
worry. Don't worry. I'm going after the teacher anyway.
Yeah,
so.
you can go after the teacher. You can go after a class.
Which is a little weird knowing that you could do that.
No,
it's a little strange.
And he's in a Smash character. He's a Smash character too. He don't care.
Yeah.
He's Smash all right.
He's Smash all right. Pyra's next. Anyway.
Someone did make a. I'll explain to you towards the end when you're done with that game.
Yeah. I hope
I forgot. I was about to hop in as well. Yeah.
Someone made a when Joker dies of an illness or. Oh, thanks.
And when he's so serious.
Well,
no. What you see is he says we live in a society in there too. So
Joker. Batman pushed. I wish Batman pushed him off the balcony when he said that.
Fuck off.
Yeah, that would be amazing. We live in a society. Why is he teaming up with fucking Joker anyway? He did bad things.
Because it's Nightmare.
I don't get it. Now, I want them to explain why the fuck they're teaming up. I'm assuming they're teaming up in that scene.
Yeah.
Why do they need Joker? What the fuck?
Because
is Joker
there's a
gonna do?
giant thing
It's
killing the entire world. If there's
there's a giant laser in the
Joker's killing like 4 or 5 people here or there. Who cares?
Yeah.
Fucking Darkseid kills everything. Who do you care about more?
Darkseid didn't fuck up immediately though, and also like Suicide Squad when they were like, oh, there's an evil witch that can shoot lasers in the sky and make everything dead. Send in Harley Quinn, she got a bat.
That's how I feel about the Suicide Squad game too.
Well, at least that's gonna be funny though, because that's gonna be the comedy of the game is that they have to kill Superman. And you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna just have to unaffect them or something like that. Like they're all like fucked up by something, and you're gonna have to like give them a cure or some shit. Like
give them a cure.
Give them a cure. Superman, drink this. And Superman's like, no,
save Superman.
But anyway, yeah, we'll talk about Little Nightmares here at the end.
Of course. Anyway, that's it though.
David, what'd you play?
Hell yeah. See, this is a proper segue introduction into the other conversational topics we have.
Well, no,
This
see,
is
the
how
last
this is
time
supposed to go.
No regular conversation goes, oh, hey, you, what did you... Oh, now what did you... No,
we literally do this for every other part of our podcast.
This is a segment, though, like, but not when you're just having a casual conversation where everyone's hopping in everywhere.
Hey, what did you watch, Gore? You stay with him. All right, cool. Hey, here's what I've been watching. All right, cool.
But I care what Gore watches.
You did say this is a new segment, and the segments usually like these are like, all right, what'd you do?
No, but I care about what Gore watches. You don't react, so I don't care what you say.
What I want is a fan to make one of those how the year started versus where we're at now. Or in the beginning, it's just Adrian and fucking Chris yelling at me, and now we weirdly have me and Chris yelling at Adrian.
Yeah,
I want that.
I agreed with Gore though, so now we're yelling at you now.
What?
Oh shit!
Wait, how you gonna tell me?
Uno reverse though.
Hey, what'd you play?
Anyways, so played Little Nightmares. We'll talk about that later. Played Yakuza 3. Man, that game is not the best Yakuza, but it's fucking wholesome, and I really dig it. I'm having fun with that.
A game called Yakuza is wholesome.
It really is. Dude just wants to.
Yeah, that shit was wholesome as fuck.
Dude just wants to. I saw a Twitter post the other day. I'm like, yeah, this basically explains Yakuza in a fucking second. Is man just wants to raise fucking children, and the Yakuza won't calm the fuck down. And that's basically what is happening right now. Is man just wants to raise his orphans.
I guess Last of Us is wholesome. Man just wants to protect his surrogate daughter.
Yeah,
and everybody's fine. That's wholesome.
Goddamn Marauders just won't let him.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, I know Yakuza is definitely wholesome. I see the one guy that's like a meme now because he's like in a diaper. But
oh yeah,
you don't need to tell me anything about him. I know. But
that's a recurring character too.
I assume, yeah. Because I've seen him for the last few years. I feel like just randomly pop up in my Twitter feed. Someone make it with a video from here he is in the Yakuza 6. I'm like, oh, okay, there he is again. I haven't played these games. I feel like I know.
They need to bring back Mr. Libido though. I want Mr. Libido back.
Me too, man. I don't even know who the fuck you're talking about. Me too.
You'll find out when you play Yakuza 0.
Just for you, I want that to happen.
Hell yeah. But yeah. So, Yakuza 3, real great, but I had to put that down because I got me some Persona 5 Strikers, and goddamn, it feels like going home. I'm not going to spoil anything. All I'm going to say is, man,
it's a proper segue.
That's a terrible segue.
The ending when Joker and fucking whoever, like, just fought
on the moon.
Fought ISIS or whatever, like... Now, that'd be a game that I would play instantly because they go after ISIS. Coming for you.
I saw a lot of people bitching about this game online because, it wasn't the original writing team and etc. The writing feels fantastic. Honestly, I feel like it's actually even better than some of the moments in Persona 5 Royal. The humor is on point. A lot of the stupidity of the characters, they are more apt to call each other out. It's interesting to see them aged into their kind of more adult lives a little bit. And the gameplay, fucking some of the best Dynasty Warrior style combat we've had. And absolutely phenomenal. I love Omega Force. They do great work. Their Dynasty Warrior spin-off style games are always some of their best. And
Age of
fucking
Calamity
this
was
is a
good.
perfect example of that.
Is Age of Calamity them? I'm assuming it is.
Anything
Wow,
that's
so cool.
officially
So
Dynasty Warriors is them. And for whatever
Dynasty
reason, they're
Warriors.
really like the only company that does these style games for most part.
But
And
this isn't Warriors though.
it is a Warriors style game.
I know, but it's not called Warriors.
No. Originally it was going to be. Originally it was Persona Warriors. And then somewhere along the way they decided to make it just
I thought maybe like
no,
Phantom,
fuck you.
Like the
Persona
like
Warriors
Phantom
sounds
Thieves.
so lame.
How about Phantom Warriors? That sounds
Look,
even lamer.
Persona
as a
Phantom
long-term fan,
Warriors.
look,
Yeah, Warriors, sure.
whatever the final title would have been, I actually
could-
still would have rather preferred the actual Persona Warriors, if only just because getting characters throughout the whole legacy of the franchise would have been really fucking cool.
Well, that's
They keep trying to do that, and
they'll sell 3 and 4 later on.
They don't try to do that at all.
they did with
do you
Q, where
mean?
they tried adding them all together.
They also,
No, they added 3, 4, and 5 because Persona, the first.
Oh yeah,
Personas
you keep
don't
thinking the
exist
first
anymore.
two matter.
No, what I'm saying is that what I'm trying to say is that they will do that, but they'll have separate games, just like they did with those dancing games, where like you could spend up to get all 3 of them, or you could just buy them all separately. You get 3, 4, and 5.
Persona
They'll
4
have
Strikers.
Yeah, I would play the shit out of that. I mean, even though that game had like 3 sequels already, so like the
Had a lot of sequels,
fighting games were.
Yeah,
I didn't really care for them, honestly. But
I like them. They weren't the best, but they were fine.
the game, I mean, I'm sure mechanically it was great, but I didn't really care for the story.
I actually didn't care for it as much because of the mechanics, but
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know, but it looked great. It was a really good looking game. It was the Blaze Blue, whatever.
yeah.
Blue. But I didn't like Q. I tried to get into it. I just couldn't. And I think it was mainly because the story itself was like meh, and you didn't do all the like making friends and what is it called again?
The
social.
kind of school time activities with the
Yeah,
social
what was it
links.
called? The
Social
I guess
links.
I guess yeah. Okay. And the new characters I didn't like, and I also didn't like the way the characters looked. I was
Sure.
like, ugh. It's all cutesy and shit. It was just like not for me. That's why I'm like Bravely Default 2 might not work for me anymore because even though it's T for teen, I thought maybe they'd go more of the Final Fantasy route with the second one, but I don't know. Like 3DS, I get it, but no. Anyway, so that's cool. You like that game? You'll love it. Feels good,
Fantastic.
right?
And it's funny you say, you didn't like the social link stop being there. I'm not the biggest fan. I think that's still one of the weakest parts that's been added as part of the Persona series. I hate managing the social links. But at the end of the day, they're not in Persona Strikers, and I'm happy about that.
That's the one
I
thing
don't mind it.
Fucking great.
I don't mind that in this one. I didn't like it in Persona Q because Persona Q is a fucking RPG, so that really annoyed me. I'm like, you're still going to be an RPG.
This is an RPG still too.
Oh, this beat 'em up though. I mean, a hack and slash game still.
Fair.
Like, yeah, Age of Calamity had RPG elements too, so like you can upgrade all your shit and stuff, and like craft new things and do
You
side
still have
stuff.
full Persona management in this too.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. And in Zelda, in Hyrule Warriors, you had like the same kind of like inventory stuff too. So they added all that stuff into that game, but you're still doing missions, which I'm assuming you're doing here, right? You just do missions. Is there like an overworld map thing or something? You pick like missions to go.
No, it's actually it's not quite open world, but it almost feels like going through an actual dungeon of Persona.
It doesn't have a hub world or something. I saw
No.
like no. I thought there was like a town place.
There is, but it's not like
It's
it's
not.
kind of like how Persona 5 actually is. Yeah.
You know what? This is making me want to play Persona 4. I might just skip 5.
Yeah, do it, man.
Yeah, fuck
I
it.
already spelled Kasumi's name.
Yeah. Her name could have been anything. Leslie.
Hell yeah.
When she says her name, I'll be like, I already fucking knew that. What's the fucking point?
All right.
Persona 5 Strikers, fantastic fucking game.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be talking about that again in a second. So.
No, actually.
Okay.
No, I already asked him if he was playing it, so on someone talking
What a
about it.
fan.
He's like, nah.
Yeah,
He loves
I've
that
had
game.
no time. Yeah, no, I've been playing the same 2 stuff over and over again. Put Little Nightmare on top of that. I did boot up. I found out that Fall Guys has a hexagon only mode right now until until tomorrow morning.
Oh no.
So I've been playing a lot of that. It's 3 rounds of hexagon that you keep eliminating a couple people over and over, and then it just brings all the winners of the last game, and for like the last round. And oh my god, people have gotten fucking crazy good at Hexagon and really aggressive with that. Hexagon was like 100%. I win it every single time now, and now people are doing all these crazy things. I'm like, Jesus Christ, these guys are fucking good now. But they have a
Well, maybe,
they have a
I'm sorry,
Cuphead and
guys.
Mugman costume in there right now, so I'm trying to get enough crowns to get those in, because I haven't played since then. But
Well, what's the point? You should get it on Switch anyway. Now you're gonna get a Game Pass.
sure.
Come on, man, 120 frames.
Hell, 120 frames. Okay.
frames, man.
They look all hyper realistic, just real people.
Oh, yeah, whoa! They jump out of the screen. Like, whoa! Look at them!
Look how fast they are.
Look at these little guys. You put one in your mouth. You swallow it. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's some little nightmare shit.
Yeah, that's not good.
All right, that's what we play. Gore, what'd you get this week?
All right, I'm gonna go
I'll be
through
really
this
quick with this.
I try, but then you guys interrupt me. Persona 5 Strikers, I did
What
get
do
it.
you think?
Oh, I love it. It's great. I love that Kasumi. I don't know if you knew that's what her name was. That's the new character. I like that she dabs in it.
Chad Box says, I'm thinking about getting a Switch. You should.
Yeah, like that loser did.
Hell yeah.
I got it at GameStop because I had trade credit because I traded in a bunch of shit. So instead of a steelbook, I got this pin.
Ooh, a little
which is
pin,
kinda-
a little penny.
This pin, like people are trying to sell this already for like $25. So
Is that working?
this little piece of shit pin. I like the pin. It looks nice. I'll
Is
keep
it
in
selling for that
That's
much?
pretty sweet.
I don't know. I haven't checked in a few days. But like day one when it came out, it was selling for that much. No, 2 days ago. But whatever.
You didn't get any
So wait,
pre-order
where
bonus?
did you?
You get a
No,
pre-order
go.
bonus with yours, David?
No.
Fake fan.
A lot of people have been getting fucked over with pre-order bonus shit. Like
Yeah,
a lot
I
of people
heard.
haven't been getting their steel books from Best Buy.
That's
I heard
unfortunate.
that too.
Oh,
That sucks. That's why I got a GameStop Power Players.
which I mean, I've already talked about this, but this bullshit thing is Persona 5 and Royal. I have Steelbook, but this motherfucker not Steelbook.
I was hoping they would do like a collector's edition because at this point I think I have almost not every collector's edition obviously, but
Ever.
like I have the Persona Q that came with like I don't have the game anymore, but I have still the box where it came with like a bunch of extra stuff. I have
the tarot cards and everything.
Yeah, the tarot cards. I still have that. I just don't have the game anymore. So I still have the outer box. But I also have the I just sounded like Sigma for a second. But I have the Persona 4 Dancing All Night Collector's Edition. I have the Persona 5 and Royal Collector's Edition.
Persona 4?
There was no collector's
Wow.
edition. I know, fake. If there was, oh god.
Chatbox says, how's the soundtrack to Strikers? From what I've heard, it's really good.
I heard it's amazing.
It's good, but one thing that's kind of nice is if you have save data from 5 or Royal, you can pull in the battle music from those games. And man, Royal's battle music.
Oh, can you?
just
Okay, wait. Can
fucking
you pull,
still hits.
Can you pull in Mass Destruction?
I'm not sure yet.
He doesn't know shit.
Because they do something weird, and well, not weird. It's just Atlas being Atlas. But they have a separate DLC pack where you can buy the entirety of Royal's music to put in the game if you want. So I'm not sure what's actually kind of stuck in there and what's in this. Just because I'm only a
If
couple
you can
hours
Mass
in.
Destruction, I'm in. I'm
All right,
playing
I mean-
Strikers till then.
Okay. Shh. All right. See, that's
Yeah.
what I mean right there. All right.
Yeah, Adrian, fuck you.
Yeah. All right. So I also picked up Saints and Sinners on
Oh, what do you
PS4,
think
even though I
about
haven't- Yeah. Oh, well, I actually did play this one, so I could tell you. I didn't play on PS4 though. I mean, PSVR. Now I think it's a good time to get PSVR games, considering they are going to make that sequel. Which I get. Are we going to talk about that one?
No.
I'm confirming a new PSVR next year.
Oh, we should, huh?
We'll talk
Yeah,
about it next year.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next year when it fucking is relevant. But I got this. It was $20 on Amazon, and I have a feeling a lot of PSVR games are going to go up.
Yeah, Moss went up a lot.
Yeah. Job Simulator is still like one of the top selling or the top most valuable fucking PS4 games.
The
That and Godzilla.
I ended up selling Creed.
Yeah, Creed.
and that was kind of going up, but it was enough for me to care.
Yeah.
It was like $20.
Hey, a lot of PS Vita stuff is going up too. So
Yeah. But yeah, I almost grabbed Moss for $10 off Facebook the other day, but he just sold it right before I messaged him.
I decided to get this, even though I heard it wasn't great, but I really want to try it out. So I got the One Punch Man game.
I really wanted to get that. You got that from
eBay. I got it from
how
eBay.
much?
I got it for 22. So
Yeah.
which is not bad considering like everywhere still sells it for like $30-$40.
GameFly sells it for 20 right now.
20 right now. Well, I ordered this like a week ago.
Yeah. Well, it's not on sale. That's what they sell it for, but they charge shipping because it's not on sale right now. So it comes out to like 23.
I get free shipping either way. So.
Ooh.
I'm cool. So
I've been wanting to grab that lately.
I didn't know it was even on sale there. So whatever. Whatever. I went into GameStop to get my Persona Strikers pre-order, and like funny enough, they had one of those Shin Megami games there. David. And they had it for $30. So I said, screw it, I'll pick it up. I got Shin Megami Tensei 4 on 3DS, which is pretty good.
Good shit.
But one thing that pissed me off is when they got it out of they have a little case for the 3DS games. It said Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse on it, which is not the same game.
Those bastards.
Yeah, well, I opened it before I bought it. I was like, that's still good. It's like a $45 game. So I had a $5 coupon too, so it was $25. And free, no tax, because I used my credit. If you use credit, you don't need to pay tax. I was watching old unboxing videos for like just random shit. And because I do that, because I was like, what the fuck just happened? I just saw something like fly across the screen. Okay. And I saw someone open a box. It's a BAM box, I think it's called, and got this out. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I wish I got that. And I saw someone sell it for like $12 on eBay. I was like, whoa. So I got a signed photo from God of War. That's not Kratos, but it's I don't want to say her name.
That's cool.
I think that's one thing I hate about this pictures though is they did a horrible job of cutting the fucking logo out. I don't know who did the graphic design of this, but that looks fucking awful. I don't know who did that.
Fucking lazy as shit.
They should have just not done that.
I don't even understand because you can find logos that's already cut out. So I don't know why they found this one and then said, "Oh shit, it's not all cut out." That's fine. I guess maybe it pops out better, but they could have just added like a fucking like a stroke. Or
it just looks so gross laid on top like that.
Yeah. You didn't need a logo, period. But I thought that was cool. It was $9. The guy was selling it for 12, and I offered 9, and he took it. So I was like, all right, cool. So I'm gonna add that. I have like a section on my Xbox One.
On top of your Xbox One.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it right on my Xbox. I'll just wrap it around this God of War thing on my Xbox One. But no, the side of my bookcase for my Xbox One games, I'll put it on there. Almost done. Well, I had to get this. It was $4. I had to get this. I had to get it. I had to get it, and I'm gonna put it on. So
I almost grabbed that because that looked dumb as hell.
I just got this. Ow! Fuck.
Perfect.
This fucking hurts.
You should do your next Smash reaction like that. True fan.
Hell yeah.
Eat my ass.
Well, you heard it here first. Minecraft Steve says, eat my ass.
Vesper Time in the chat says, really digging those cool helmets behind you. Yeah, I'll grab that. I'll grab that Steve mask and put it in the helmet section.
Oh yeah. You should do that. I think it's still on sale.
Sure.
That would be hey, if you had a cousin or whatever, like a little brother or anything, just a kid come over, he'll see all these really cool high detail.
And he'll go straight to Minecraft Steve.
He'll go straight to that $4 piece of shit from Best Buy. You totally would. All right. I picked this up because it was $75 on Amazon, and I was like, I have this game. I do want this collector's edition, and I bought it. So I got the Dead Cells collector's edition.
Oh, it's
I
gorgeous.
always consider that every time I see it.
I didn't know it could be this big because the statue that comes with it is not that big. It's only like 7 inches tall.
I always consider that every time I see it, though.
It's really nice. I have the game, so I was just going to sell the copy I have and make a little bit of money back, and then keep the Game of the Year edition. Oh, that's right. I got one more thing.
Ooh, baby! He got a new box.
I got a new box. No game. No game system. But I got the series.
Because it's got no games.
Shout out to Neo Game Spark for selling me this.
Oh shit!
Oh, nice.
What a bro.
He sent me it.
Yeah, I guess I could say this now. I'm assuming he got that extra, or was it his old one?
I don't know. I don't know if I should say.
He told me before I'll explain it later. But there was a whole thing
Okay.
where I was supposed to tell you about that, but I might have, I forget if I obviously didn't, but good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Making some money.
Good for you. You interacted with me. You should feel proud.
That's Chatbox says that's sick. I love Dead Cells. Special Time says, oh baby.
Yeah.
You know what sucks though is he didn't get a second one in the mail again, so I can snipe the other one.
You know what? Yeah, you gotta step it up, man. Yeah, I could send it to this asshole and he could wait like 8 months to pay me.
Fucking Klarna over here.
Huh?
He's fucking Klarna. 4 easy payments, no interest.
Oh,
exactly.
So speaking of my helmets, I'm so fucking close. I'm so impulsive on it, and it's hard. So Daft Punk retired. Oh, Ant-Man helmet is on sale for $60 at GameStop. Hell yeah, that's what I got. Let's see. Hell yeah, baby.
I just realized. Yeah, that's really cool. I just realized I was asking earlier, like a lot of bad news happened today, and the Fortnite thing is more bad news. So
just so much bad news.
It's so much bad news.
Yeah, Daft Punk officially retired as of what was it? 2 days ago? 3 days ago now.
Maybe it's 2 days.
And so I've always wanted some Daft Punk helmets, and I'm always on Etsy, and I see some every now and then I see them on there, and I'm like, and there's someone selling them a set, 2 handmade helmets, the set, both Daft Punk, for $350, which after shipping and everything is like $450 though. It's kind of pricey, but that's not too bad for 2 handmade like chrome style helmets, right? Wearable as well. I'm like, I'm on the cusp of it. But dude, it's just some dude from Mexico. I've been messaging him actually. He had like 93 sales right when like I was on that like immediately. I saw War64 retweeted it. So I was on there pretty much immediately. And 93 sales. Refresh now, he's at like 200 and let me see. I want to see how much sales he has now. 237 sales. And this dude's like fucking rake. Obviously, it costs a lot of money to make the helmets, but
yeah,
dude's raking it right now. And I messaged him. I'm like, hey, bro, is there like a backlog on your helmets? Like, is it gonna take longer? He's like, he's very kind. He says like, thank you, my friend, and stuff like that. So like, I've been messaging him prior. I'm like, hey, are you still gonna be doing these later on? Because it's a lot of money. But I'm like, I'll grab one eventually. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to. And then he goes, and he's like, thank you. He says, no, there won't be, my friend. I'm working very, very hard.
Do we want to give him a shout out to link it to his stuff on here?
Let me
so more people buy stuff and make them.
Let me. I'm not saying anything bad. Let me see to make sure he has his workload down first before I want to see that people are getting their helmets on time and not like too late because I don't know, because this is a lot of fucking work. God bless him. He's making a lot of money. But let's see if he's getting the workout, and if he is, then for sure. And I'm probably gonna. I am so close to impulse buying those because it's like Daft Punk is one of my favorites just ever. That made me sad. That was my bucket list. That was like I always told everyone the second they announce a tour date, I don't give a fuck where it is. I'm booking a flight to it. Like it does not matter where. I'm booking a flight to it. But rip.
Pepperoni and cheese.
Yeah. So and then the vinyls are getting fucking gouged up the ass right now. They'll get reprinted, so I'm not worried about those. But I really wanted to random access memories. Sorry.
So someone send Daft and Punk this video and let them know like, hey, Daft,
Mr. Punk.
Mr. Punk and Sir Daft, can you do one more concert?
I wish it was one more. They were actually considering doing one last show around the 7 World Wonders, like
around
each
the
of
world,
them. Yeah,
that's
probably what that was probably what they were going for. Oh man.
Another I can't think of another Daft Punk reference.
Random Access Memories being album of the year is the only time I'll ever agree with the Grammys.
The Grammys.
That's
what I used to call my grandma.
But yeah, I'm like so close. So I say that I'm probably gonna buy them and I'll put those two. I'll replace those guys. Yeah. I really need to get one of those glass cabinet things and just put it right there and just throw all these motherfuckers on it. So I can clear some space.
Be able to, well, like the one I have.
Yeah, they're at IKEA for like $60.
You need a bigger one if you want to fit all of them in there.
Those guys?
Oh, those guys. Okay. Yeah. No, you'll be good. I thought you meant your helmets.
No. Helmets stay in there. I think it's gonna look good if I have just a whole thing of helmets.
Ellie
Ellie won't fit in there, so I need to figure out where to put Ellie. But
I
like,
didn't even realize that was there.
but-
You can put it on top of it. Because I put a bunch of stuff on top of the display cabinet
okay,
too. So
yeah,
she fit good there.
yeah. But like some of the bigger ones, John Wick down there, Sonic down there. I could probably fit those
Yeah.
somewhere, but like all those guys, I think it looks better if it's cleaned up. So I want to put like a glass cabinet and just shove all those motherfuckers up there.
Yeah. Is that a Funko Pop Ant-Man?
Yeah, I have
Punk Man.
that's Giant Man, and then I have a regular Giant Man, like smaller Giant. I actually had them all lined up to get smaller and smaller.
Smaller Giant Man, aka Ant-Man.
No, because I actually have an actual Ant-Man Funko Pop.
Yeah, no.
And then I have like the miniature one too, so it looked cool when they were all lined up once in my last place.
But if you have a small version of Giant Man, it's not like his costume's different. It's the same costume, so he's just Ant-Man. So don't let them lie to you. You have Ant-Man.
Listen.
You don't have Giant.
Where were you when you realized that Giant Man had Ant-Man in the name?
I was right here, except not really.
Normal sized man, says Chad Box.
Normal
Daft
sized
Punk
man.
solo ranksters, maybe?
I-
That's a
you know what?
possibility.
Can I just say I hate that scene?
Which one?
Because like everybody's the one where like, yo, what's up, normal size man, and then like what's her name calls him an idiot, and then like what else happened? Like Hulk gives him tacos, which is cool, but like
Everyone
everybody's
shits on
shitting
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Yeah, for what fucking reason? What do you do?
Yeah,
What do you do?
he's over there saying, "Hey, cool ship," and then fucking Nebula's like, "We have an idiot in the courtyard or whatever."
Yeah. Like what the fuck? Everybody's shitting on like they shit on Thor.
This guy is
they
the
shit on-
reason you guys even care right now.
Yeah, you know Don Cheadle needs a whole like calm it down. First of all, his legs don't even work, so we can make fun of him for that. Okay, all right. So back it up.
Are you excited for WandaVision
I
tonight?
get it.
Because I am.
I'm. Well, I have to get up early tomorrow, so I'll watch it early tomorrow.
Ooh, I'm just gonna stay up.
I have to get up early for the stupid Nintendo Direct thing, so
Oh, the Pokemon one.
I can't wait to see.
I'll react
people
with you.
get upset. Oh, you gonna be up? Okay.
Yeah, I'm usually.
And then
around
right after that, I'll watch.
What time is the Nintendo Direct?
at 9
Well, it's
a.m.
not
your
a
time. It's a
not
Pokemon
Direct,
one.
so- Yeah, it's a Pokemon Presents.
But David likes Pokemon.
The last one was really good for Pokemon Presents.
We'll see a Pokemon
Yep.
Snap thing. I'm sure.
Oh,
We'll,
yeah,
we'll
yeah,
get
yeah,
get 4th gen remakes.
Yeah, you will. They already confirmed that, but people are not going to be happy about what it is.
Is it 4th gen Pokemon Go or not Pokemon Go?
Yeah,
Let's Go.
Yeah. Yeah, it totally is. People gonna be pissed. I can't wait.
Let me check my work calendar real quick.
Anyway,
Oh, he's-
what I got?
we do this.
What I got? I got Persona 5 Strikers.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
you, David. I got the Steelbook.
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
you.
Hell yeah.
Also, I will be free to record it tomorrow.
All right.
Then.
Hell yeah. Tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
9:30 our time.
9:30.
I think so, right? I think it's 9:30.
I hope it is.
Go ahead.
Sorry, my
Whoa.
my monitor got kind of weird.
Yeah, I was about to say your thing just kind of.
Yeah, for whatever reason, when monitor kind of freaks out, the other ones do. I traded a bunch of shit into GameStop. I followed Gore's advice. I traded in pretty much
That's me.
all of my PS4 first party games that were going for like $10. They sold for like 13 to GameStop.
Yeah,
And they're
weird
all-
how like they're always like $5 during Black Friday.
Yeah, and they're
then
all in the PS Plus collection. So I pretty much
Yeah, like I traded for. I
But like
guess, is
Detroit
one
went for
of them, right?
$20.
Yeah, I know. I sold Detroit also.
Days Gone went for a good chunk.
Yeah,
So I got with that. I was able to grab this. It still qualified. Super Mario 3D Worlds. Got that. I paid that off right away. What else I trade in? I traded Hitman 2. So
Right.
the fucking issue with this. So I was wondering if you can find a way so you could import Hitman 2 and Hitman 3 without owning Hitman 2 if you had it at some point. It's a whole ass backwards thing. If you boot it from the disk, if you have it downloaded, you have to still manually install from the disk. The install kept going to my hard drive, not my SSD, so I had to keep merging them. It took like literally like 3 or 4 hours of managing it, and it still wouldn't work. The problem is that there's some free DLC on Hitman 2 that if you don't download the free DLC, the game does not detect itself as owning it on disk.
Right.
So I download the free DLC, and then it opens up an option to download this Hitman 3 export that you can use later on. So you download that, and then when you have Hitman 3, you can download Hitman 2 into it now. But it was a whole ass backwards thing. But I traded that in. I got like $13 on that. Traded in Tony Hawk because that's not a smart delivery, so I have to buy the next gen version anyway. So trade that in. Trade in Creed. So I traded in towards Super Mario. I traded in another thing towards Bravely Default. I traded in something towards Returnal. I swear to God, this is GameStop. Every time I go in there, this happened before. This happened with the $5 thing. If you remember that episode where I talked about the sweater, I had a $5 coupon, and the guy just straight up just didn't acknowledge me. I'm like, all right.
Right.
I went in there. I traded in. So I traded in things to him last night, or not last night, the night prior. And I traded into him, and I kept reiterating to him, and he kept trying to be slick about it. I was like, what? I even booted up my pro rewards thing because if it was like at some point I traded in so much money that if I bought the $15 pro card, it pretty much covered it with the extra 10% that it gave me off the trade. So I was like, why not just do it? Plus, then you get the $5 discount on top of there, so I used that so it worked out. But I told him, I'm like, hey, he gives me, all right, this is worth this much money. I'm like, all right, I'm trading it towards Super Mario, so that should bump it. He's like, yeah, but it's just corporate to tell you how much you get beforehand. I'm like, okay. I know, right? I know. He's just saying.
It says it on fucking the little display thing for me for the credit card when you swipe it.
Yeah, and so I'm like, it boots up for that, right? He's like, yeah, it goes up. But I think he was just saying that because he was like, when people get nervous, they just kind of say something right away just to cover it, even though they do a lie, even though it's not really necessary to lie.
Yeah.
So he did that, and then I'm like, all right. Then he bumped it up, and it was like, cool. I come the next day, I trade in Tony Hawk, or no, it was Hitman, and I'm like, hey, I'm trading in towards Returnal. It gave me $11 for Hitman, which is what it was worth on Pro.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right. And then I'm like, ask him, and he's like, yeah, it's fine. I swipe it, and it still says $11. I'm like, did that boot up the extra bonus towards that? And he goes, yeah, it did. I'm like,
yeah. Well, I had the same issue.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah. I guess Returnal, even though it says online, that counts. It does not count because my GameStop, I had to because I was pre-ordering Returnal. I did pre-order it, but it didn't go up.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's weird, and it just didn't go up. So I was like, okay. So I was like, all right, I'll pre-order it. I pre-ordered the new Harvest Moon. That was another one that and I pre-ordered that because I don't want it.
But you're just gonna swap the credit out anyway.
Yeah, most likely, or I might buy it.
Because
just to see how shit it is. But yeah, I don't know why Returnal didn't. Even though it says Returnal counts, it didn't work. So,
but
because I went another day. And I traded a couple other like doubles I had. I didn't make a video for that because it was only a couple. And I got like I don't know. I got like maybe enough to pay one game off. So I was like, all right. But
yeah, so
I
called back after because obviously it didn't count. But I mean, you should have pointed that out beforehand, dude. But whatever. So I called back.
By the way, if anybody's doing that extra trade credit thing, you don't need to pay off the game to still get the.
No, you can put $5 on towards it and keep the rest.
$5. Yeah, that's what I do usually.
Yeah.
If I'm like not getting the game because I'm still on defensive. Returnal looks good, but I think I might just wait until that's cheaper anyway.
I want to support Housemark.
I do too, but I want to support him later. Like
no,
it's not $70.
I love Housemark, and I'll throw him the money. It looks good enough.
Yeah, well, you're a good guy, but I'm not. I'm waiting.
I'm Gore the punk god.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I called again like a little bit later, and so what they're having me do now is they said when Returnal comes out, tell them that I'm the manager, and I'm like, oh my god, you're making me save the receipt. And yeah, I know. I'm like, who even knows you're gonna be working there? But I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, that's if I go in and it's not one of the days you're supposed to be in.
That's too, right?
Yeah,
whatever.
Like my GameStop has like 8 different people. Like every time I go in, there's somebody new. I'm like, where the fuck is the other guy? Is he gone? It's like, and then I come in like 3 days later and he's back. Yeah. I'm like, god damn.
I get that he says he couldn't add more credit, which I get, but I'm like, this is such a weird thing to do. Mighty Gazelle says, hey Adrian, you're watching Mob and dub or sub? Watching it sub.
You should watch in dub. It's actually the dub is really good from the one episode I watched, but
okay, maybe.
Yeah, the dub is really good. There's one guy, the fake guy, that's like pretending like he's
the guy at the beginning.
I can't remember his
where
name,
he's like
that guy,
this house, this building is haunted. Like, that one.
Table. It's like
no, they're pointing at the wrong building.
Oh, okay. Did you get to the part where he just throws normal table salt?
No, I need to. Regen dub actor is the best dub I've ever heard. Okay.
Wait, who?
Regen.
Oh, is that the guy's name? I'm only one episode in, so I don't learn names really quickly.
Which one's on HBO Max? I was gonna watch that one.
That's on HBO Max. Yeah, that's the English dub.
Okay, I'll stick to that one.
You don't have a Japanese dub for that one.
So I got Mario, cool, fun.
Hell yeah, good for you, man. I'm proud.
This restocked
Oh, nice, Celeste.
on
Soundtrack.
Shorter Media. I fucking missed out on Fangamer putting a Homestar Runner vinyl up. I don't know how.
Weird.
I'm always on Fangamer. I did not have any inkling that was a thing. And then I went on there again and it said restock plan. I'm like, motherfucker. So I gotta wait till summer to get that. But I did grab these the fucking second they blipped in. I got these bad boys. I got the Silent Hill and Silent Hill 2 vinyls.
Oh,
you
good
got
shit.
you got a different cover art than I did.
Oh,
for
wait.
Silent Hill 2. I was about to say, yeah.
Yes,
I don't remember the back. Or wait, bring up the Silent Hill one again. Oh hell yeah, Lent 2. I said Silent Hill 2. Come on, man.
I'm very excited.
Look, it says Lent 2. Lent Hill 2.
This is
or
Int Hill 2.
Hill. Yeah, well, I see a little bit of the yellow. It's popping through.
Oh, I'm so fucking excited for Silent Hill 2 though.
Yeah. That's a good soundtrack.
Yeah,
and that's a rare one too now.
Yeah, well, it's getting restocked this year.
It'll still be rare. So
I'm probably gonna collect all the Silent Hill vinyls as well. So when 3 and 4 come out, I'll probably just grab those as well.
Good shit.
4 is not that great, but it still has great music.
Yeah, that's a series I want to binge as well this year.
I mean, don't get me wrong, 4 is good, but I think that's like the last time I played a Silent Hill game. Seriously, though.
Chat box says Silent Hill 2 OST might be the best ever. I could see that.
Actually, no, I played Shadow Memories also. What?
Chat box says Silent Hill 2 original soundtrack might be the best ever.
It's up there.
It definitely gives you a damn good soundtrack.
Hype, though. It creeps me
No,
out.
but it's very it's got a unique vibe to it.
Yeah.
Right.
I always think like when it comes to video game soundtracks, you gotta hype me up in some way. That's the good shit, really.
All right, trivia.
Like, God damn.
I have a pretty quick trivia this
Wait.
week.
We didn't do what we bought.
Well, he didn't do what he bought.
You said
he skipped it.
Strikers.
No, I got a ton of shit, dude.
Bro, why didn't you point out anything else?
I because I brought that up while Chris was talking about what he got.
Bro, you're just not having it tonight.
Oh yeah, he did go to the what
You showed Strikers, so I wasn't sure. I guess that was your thing. I thought that's you said.
Yeah, I was.
You
I was bringing that up during Chris's.
Did you think it's weird that I showed all my shit? Like, I showed you an Xbox Series X and a fucking Shin Megami game and One Punch Guy.
No, he thought that was part of what we watch.
Oh yeah.
No,
Sorry.
because you did what you did, and then Adrian hopped into his.
I think what happened is I saw you reach back and say, "Yeah, I got this too," and I thought, "Oh, that's all you got."
Oh no, I got a shit ton of crap.
All right, go ahead.
All right, see that ass full of crap.
All right, so digitally, we got. Let me go to the beginning here. I grabbed Helltaker, Outward, Valkyrie Chronicles 4.
Helltaker's free.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck you. I do what I want. Endless Space 2. Moving Out, Shrine 4, The Wild 8, Train Station Renovation, Valfaris, Werewolf, Heart of the Forest, Untold Stories, Lovecraft, Iris and the Giant, Boomerang Fu. And then...
Are you getting all these just through Humble Bundles?
Yeah.
I've been saying this for fucking years. I feel like
Yeah, you have.
every time he brings up anything, it's just like that's.
If it's a long list of digital stuff, it's a Humble Bundle.
Yeah,
Continue.
Fine.
I got a nice stack of physical shit I got as well here. Square Enix had a nice little sale going on. Before I get into that stuff though, I did get Power for the Grid, the collector's edition for that. Got that for like $18.
I already have it for Xbox. So.
But yeah, Square Enix on their store had a great sale. Ended up saving like $100 on everything I got. And it's kind of nice to have some of these games I got just because they were older parts of my collection that I didn't have boxes for. And I'm just going to keep them sealed for the sake of it. But yeah, all right. So going down the conga line here, we got Final Fantasy X and X-2 on PlayStation 2.
Wow.
Got to keep those sealed.
Yeah, you never know when those games will go up in price.
I got Final Fantasy X and X-2 remastered that I'll actually play on PS4.
You never know when
those didn't go up in price.
Pop in some Titus and listen to his fucking ass. I I hate Titus. Okay, I couldn't finish that game.
Got Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition.
Can't wait for that to go up in price.
Can't wait for that to fucking go, bro.
Got Collection of Mana.
Oh yeah, you know what? I said last week that I didn't know there was a physical of that, and I looked at my Switch
You own that.
collection, and I have it. oh, oops.
And then I got Final Fantasy Origins on PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy 9 on PlayStation 1.
Yeah, you like Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like Square Enix has nothing else, as they proved today, which
Yeah.
we'll get to.
Really quick.
Are we
also,
gonna loop those other Final Fantasy 7 things in the state of play?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Chat block also say I listened to that Silent Hill 2 soundtrack in my car.
With the vinyl? You have a vinyl player in
In
your
your
car?
car.
Yes. I can
right.
see Kyle doing it. Fuck it.
Oh, Kyle will definitely do that. He's a fucking what's the hipster? There you go.
All right,
Trying to think
trivia.
of the.
We're gonna do a pretty quick trivia here.
All right.
You guys can both chime in. It's gonna be
Okay.
the fastest to do this.
Okay.
I want you guys.
Yeah.
Let's see. How am I gonna do this the best way?
He doesn't even know what he's doing.
Yeah, I kind of want to do this. I'm trying to improv some. I know what I want to do, but I need to know what's the best way to do this with you guys.
Okay.
First one to name me 3 of the top 5 most expensive Dreamcast games wins this round.
Cannon
really.
Spike, Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Power
No, Power Stone
Stone
maybe,
2,
but
Power Stone 5. Mario.
actually, let me just look at my collection.
I'm not really. Yeah, I was about to say I'm not. I don't really collect
Radiant
the
Silver Gun.
All right. Well, he's gonna win. So
It is one round. It's okay.
yeah, that's fine.
Let's see.
Dragon Goon. What was it called? Panzer Dragoon.
That's not Dreamcast.
Whatever, fucker.
He
I
got
don't collect for
Cannon
Dreamcast.
Spike and he got
Yeah, I know Can Spike's one of them, but I don't. What was the other one he said?
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is. Yeah, I'll give you that one. That's fine.
But Power Stone's pretty expensive. It's like
Power
$67
Stone,
game.
Power Stone 2.
Yeah, I said that. I said 1 and then I said 2.
Wait,
so.
is it how much it costs to be developed or how valuable they are?
Yeah, that's what I figured he meant.
I like how he's
Because
looking online. Hey, is this man looking online?
It looks like
What?
it.
Where are you looking?
Are you looking?
I just got my database open
He
here.
pulls out. He's
I
gonna
can't see the.
I got the prices here.
Yeah, doesn't it say your prices next to it?
No, it doesn't import that correctly.
Don't you pay for
That's
that?
an update that they've. They have an update that fixes it, but I haven't paid for any of the updates in like 2 years.
This is the
Remember
worst.
we had this whole saga where I went on a fucking
All right.
tirade of their passive aggressive. Why don't you update?
You win the Dreamcast. You win the Dreamcast round.
Yeah, sure.
All right, next round, Xbox original.
Stubbs Zombie. My nuts. And these
Dino
balls.
Crisis 3. I feel like.
It's like a $50 game.
No.
Oh shit. What's the other one?
Oh,
'Cause
Sea Battalion.
Yep.
that's it. Okay. Yeah, I guess that. Yeah, even in the game itself costs that much. Oh, Futurama.
Yep.
Okay. And
We'll go first to 3.
I
So
feel
we
like
already need one more.
Fatal Frame. I think Fatal Frame 1 and 2 are expensive.
Fatal Frame 2. You got it.
Okay,
Oh,
there you go.
that's I forgot those were on Xbox.
Yeah, they're more expensive than the PS2 versions.
Other ones: Def Jam, Teen Titans,
Def Jam. Teen Titans,
and Outrun 2006.
Oh yeah, that's the coast to coast edition.
Yep. All right, last
Yeah.
round. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Winner. First 3. I'm just looking at whatever's on my screen. If I see this on this page, counts.
Okay.
GameCube, go.
Oh, Cubivore,
Def Jam,
Def Jam,
Thousand Year Door,
He's gonna just yell over me.
and Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
No,
Really? Animal Crossing's on there?
Guys of Arcadia.
Yep. All right, next one.
Oh,
All right, he's
Oh,
done.
May.
No,
here's it.
Hikor got it.
I think I was gonna say PS2. I was gonna say Kuon Rule Rose and fucking Haunting Grounds.
That's too easy. Yeah.
Because I have 2 of those.
So yeah, Cubivore, Path of Radiance, Chibi Robo's on there. Go Hyper Grind, Disney Sports
Yeah, Go
Basketball.
Don't say the other one. Fuck. There's the one that's like Gotcha Force.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Gotcha.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. Yeah, it's Guys of Arcadia. I wanted so
And
bad.
then-
I have the case for that. I don't even have.
I would
the
have
game.
also accepted Pokemon box.
Oh yeah, that's really expensive.
Yeah.
That's like the most expensive game on there, technically. Well, game. But even the Game Boy player's up there too. The Game Boy Player disc. That's
Ooh,
just
how
like
much
$120.
Ooh, I have that.
Just the disc. If you have the actual Game Boy Player too, it's obviously goes up.
How much is
Yeah,
that
it's like
altogether?
I think probably like 160. I think the Game Boy Player itself, the thing doesn't actually go for that much. I have two of them.
No, because
actually.
it's useless without the disc, but Swiss kind of
Yeah.
makes that pointless.
Yeah, I have that
Yeah.
thing. I got that for pretty cheap too. I think. I got it.
Yeah, I got it at a community yard sale near me, and it was a guy. You could see the GameCube right here. Actually, it came with the. There's the GameCube in the box right here.
Oh, nice.
There. You see it? See it?
Yeah.
$20 for that, and it came with the disc. I even printed out a case for the disc, so it actually has like a custom.
Oh, you don't have
case.
the actual. You have the case
Oh,
or no?
nice.
No, the case it comes with is just like
it's
this
a clear plastic one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a piece of
Yeah.
shit.
It's shitty
I
'cause
have it.
mine's cracked.
I have it. It's shitty though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I printed out a custom one.
I got it for like 100. I bought that when I was buying everything back from the GameCube stuff. I got it. That's not a bad price now.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Let's see. Chat box says he really moved the monitor instead of the camera. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think his camera's all fucked up.
Well, because I got it rewired back through the
Yeah, there
other
you
side
go.
of my case.
Say
so-
no
Yeah,
more.
if he touches it, his entire house just goes out like that. It just fucking all the lights go out.
Nick goes, "Hot damn, you're not joking when you say Futurama and Teen Titans." Yep, those are
Yeah,
some...
Futurama's crazy. I almost got a not great copy of Futurama for like $50 the other day. But I got fucked in that one.
swindled.
Yeah, even though I was swindling, I got swindled when I was trying to swindle. I mean,
All right.
hey, if you're gonna put up your game for $50 and then I buy it, yeah, that's just
It's on you.
You fucked up. You should have did more research.
Yeah, but also
Yeah,
you're
I'll
coming
find
out.
yourself.
You would come on the other end, messaging him. Hey, I'll give you a little bit more for that game. Just don't give it to that
Oh
guy.
yeah, I definitely do that. Fuck that. Especially when I lose a sale, I'm like, no, fuck that. I'll give you more. Fuck
Yeah.
that guy. And you know what I do sometimes when I'm feeling really, really prickish, I'm like, hey, you know that game's worth more, right? You just sold it for cheap.
Yeah, I do
I
that
don't do
too.
that.
I do that. No, I do
No,
that.
I don't do that.
I do that. No, there was one. I did that with one person because they got fucked over with like a really good, I think a really good GBA. They sold for $5. A GBA SP for $5.
Right. Oh
Like
yeah,
really
that
good
sucks.
quality. And I was and the reason I said that is because they kept talking to me and then she was like, "Hey, how much are these things worth?" I was like, "Oh, you got swindled."
It's like $70,
Yeah.
$80 if they're good.
Because I guess that guy was like hustling her, and he lowballed her, and I guess she just didn't have any
Yeah.
offers right away. So she's like, "All right."
So wait. She put up for $5 and then the guy lowballed her?
No, she put up for like 20, I think, which is still super low, and the guy still lowballed her.
That's fucking
That's-
ridiculous.
That's shitty. You should have said, hey, I'll give you $18 for it.
Hey, or
I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense if he saw that she was putting up for that low. She's like, "Oh, she doesn't know what the fuck this is actually."
A lot of times, hey, that GameCube lot I got, the woman put it up for $20 and I sent her 70. And I was like, all right. I mean, that's not as much as those GameCube games are worth, but it's more than what she asked. So
yeah, that was
fuck
like
it. I want it.
that was like when
Watch
we
it.
cut off that Overwatch stream because I found that really good GameCube deal.
Oh yeah.
But I gave the guy
Was
more
it the GameCube? Wait, was it the GameCube deal or was it the Silent Hill deal?
the GameCube one. He had a
GameCube
whole
one,
lot
yeah.
of GameCube games that was selling for like $15
yeah,
each.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but it was a 2-part saga to actually pick them up.
no,
Wasn't that the one that you had to like struggle getting in contact with the guy to pick it up?
No, that
No.
was it. That was just for one game. What game was that again? It was like something shitty. Like it wasn't even that big of a deal. I know what game he's talking about. There was one where you kept asking this guy, and he was like, "Yeah, you wanted it for like $10 or something," and he was like, he was
Fire
kind
Emblem,
of
I
giving you
think.
the. No, it wasn't Fire
Fire
Emblem.
Emblem
for
GBA.
$10. No, was it? No, it was like some game that was like a $20 game, and you
I
wanted to get
vaguely
it for
remember
10.
what you're talking about.
It was so fucking. It was like
Yeah.
it might have been like a PS4
Yeah,
game.
and I
or-
remember
don't
saying
know.
it wasn't even worth it or something.
Yeah, it wasn't. It really wasn't worth it, and it was like, all right, you're just like getting fucking jerked around for no reason.
Yeah. No, that guy was selling a bunch of like first party Nintendo games for like $15 each.
Yeah.
And I saw that like the second it went up there, and I was like messaging him like, "Hey, is it available?" He's like, "Yeah," but someone messaged me and told me this is a lot less. And I gave him an offer, but I average valued everything. So like if $15 per game, but I gave him more than what it would have been for $15 per. So I still gave him extra on
Right.
top of what he was asking for.
Right.
he was like, yeah, people were saying that I sold this too low, and I was like, well, I have the money here. And I realized that, so I gave you a higher value than you asked for too. He's like, yeah, that's cool. And then we met up. He gave that to me. The only issue was, what was it? Biden Katos, is that was his name? Or
yeah, it was missing one of the discs, right?
yeah, I was missing one of the discs and it had Mario Party 5 in it instead, which is like, oh, okay.
Oh no!
Ooh. But it was
well, actually, I think Baten Kaitos right now is like almost the same price.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that bad of an issue. It was like, okay, Mario Party 5 is worth just as much too, and I didn't think I was getting that. But the hard part was tracking down a copy of that second disc. So there was only one guy online that was selling that second disc, and he was selling it with a bundle with a bunch of shit games like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Good.
And I was like, all right, whatever. And I asked him, I was like, would you separate this and sell it for cheap? He was like, no, it's coming as a bundle. I'm like, all right, fucking whatever. I'll just buy it.
It's really gonna hurt your bundle to remove the one random fucking disc when that's the only thing the guy wants.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, for half the game.
Chat box says, didn't Futurama Teen Titans have an episode that you could only watch on the game?
For Futurama, I think I'm not sure, but on Futurama, I think they had cutscenes from the show, so it could possibly be they just added or made an episode just for the cutscenes of the show, maybe, because I think the game itself is a different story. I played it a long time ago. I think I rented it though, so
it feels really good. We did this last week, right, where we were looking up just random games that we had that we just had, just seeing what the new value was on the higher end. It was cool.
Yeah, well, that was gonna be a. Oh, good.
No, because we found out that that Danganronpa was super fucking expensive. I didn't realize that fucking Celeste Collector Edition went way up for the sealed. I never opened my copy, so that was nice.
Yeah.
Dogapon's up. Silent Hill was up.
Yeah, Silent Hill's up, of course.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, as a quick aside, I still think that'd be a fun podcast topic to do at some point, just going through some of the rare, more expensive pieces we got.
Sure. All right.
Sure.
David, you had a 5-minute segment talk about all the fighting game stuff. And
everything
any news you want to talk about, you got 5 minutes.
Well, what news are we covering so I know what I can actually go over or what I need to go over?
We're going State of Play, BlizzCon, Anthem. We're doing a super fast PlayStation segment of the other stuff that happened, and then that's it. So everything else you got.
Other stuff.
All right, so real quick, Dinosaur Planet. The beta cartridge of that got put up online. It was a later stage one where they actually put in Fox McCloud, so he's in there. The footage looks really cool. An interesting thing about it is when they designed this particular prototype cartridge, there's actually anti-emulation features in it. The game needs to be kind of modified and work to get in a fully playable state. But it works perfectly fine if you put it on original hardware, and some people have kind of tinkered to get some emulators to work with it, but not all of them. But really cool piece of gaming history. Glad to see that up and online. The Fighting Game Developer Conference Summit happened. We got a bunch of announcements. King of Fighters got another character announced for the new one that's coming out. Don't care. Don't like King of Fighters. We got the final character reveal for Guilty Gear. Ino. Really excited. Her fucking new design. Yes, Kino. Her new design, fantastic. I'm curious to see what she's actually going to be like in this game. She's got some interesting mix-ups, it looks like. But I feel like considering how very footsie heavy Strive is, it feels like her style of play is going to be not a great adaptation for it. But we'll see how it goes.
Do they actually call it footsies?
Yeah,
that's the kind of technical term for that kind of style.
Weird, man.
It's because it's called footsies, because when you move in Street Fighter, you can see your foot just kind of moving back and forth.
Okay. All right. I don't care. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, because you know how like in those games, you all when you're moving back and forth, all you really see is your foot really moving.
Don't bother. I will forget this later.
Well, it's a trivia segment next week. Don't worry.
Oh, that's fine. I'll still win.
Anyways, speaking of Guilty Gear, Samurai Showdown went ahead and announced that they're going to have another guest character, which will be from Guilty Gear, which is pretty fucking cool to see.
Wow. They couldn't get somebody cool like Witcher, Witcher guy.
They couldn't
or
get anyone cool.
I'll take anybody. Earthworm Jim, anybody.
Chun-Li.
Tekken sadly had
Chunky Lee, wherever.
Tekken sadly had disconfirmed rumors of Kiryu coming to the game, but it looks like we are getting a Polish policewoman being added to the game. They showed off a teaser trailer for her, but she'll be getting a full trailer. Fuck you,
He's just saying, oh, we didn't get Kiryu, but we got a Polish policewoman. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Wait, why do you say it like, oh, all right? Who the fuck is... What? What are you talking about?
The teaser trailer showed off. We're getting a Polish policewoman. That's
her
the
name?
next character. No, that's just what she is. She is a Polish policewoman.
Oh, nobody knows her name yet. Okay, you said
No.
first of all, you said like it,
Like as if in Smash big Polish policewoman.
Policewoman, and also you said like it was better than Kiryu. It's like we're not getting.
No,
Kiryu.
I'm disappointed.
Why?
I wanted fucking Kiryu.
Oh, I'm not disappointed. I wanted a Polish policewoman. I was like, what the fuck is this? All right, continue. With your bullshit.
We finally got an announcement for a new Pixel Junk game, Pixel Junk Raiders, and it's Stadia exclusive. Fuck the Stadia. Can't wait till that platform dies.
Wait. Oh yeah, that's right. That's not like a Stadia game, like a game developed by the Google guys, the Google people. So yeah.
Well, they don't have game developers anymore. They fired.
Yeah, I
all
know.
of
That's
them.
what I'm saying. That's what I was gonna say. Like, wait, I didn't know they would still have exclusives, but I guess if it's not developed by them, they still can.
Skullgirls weirdly has been revived. It's getting a new wave of DLC characters. I guess another studio has acquired full licensing rights and is working on developing that now.
How's that being received in the community?
A lot of confusion and trepidation. It's one of those things that the original guy behind Skullgirls, shit human being in a lot of ways, but the guy knew how to code and knew how to balance things, which is the unfortunate thing. It's kind of why Arc System Works kept him around long enough to finish the rollback netcode on XXX and Core for PC, and then gave him the boot as soon as he finished work on it. But it's one of those things that Skullgirls is him. That through and through, that was his design, that was his baby, that was his project. And so there's a bit of trepidation on how the rest of the cast is going to be balance-wise. There's hopes that because a lot of the other original developers are part of this new team, that they'll still understand kind of what makes the balancing good and that they won't mess with things too much. But there's still some concerns because for better or worse, sometimes unfortunately shit people make good things. And that's one thing he was good at. He was fucking coding and balancing. Lastly, that I wanted to go over, Twisted Metal is getting a TV show by the writers of the Deadpool movies, which...
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I've heard that saying so much from the writers
For
of
what?
Deadpool?
From the Deadpool writers? Yeah,
Yeah.
because you have. It's
Those
because you
motherfuckers
have.
are everywhere.
It's right Reese or Reese man. I don't know.
Reese
I forgot his
Witherspoon.
name.
Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon. Yeah, we both said the same joke. Congrats. But I forgot the other guy's name. Paul something. Yeah,
Rudd.
those guys.
Paul
have been around.
Sutherland.
Paul Sutherland. Yeah, Paul.
Really quick,
Walker.
why are you guys looking something up? I just saw an
Oh,
article.
man, let's make it longer.
Fucking The Verge, saying they're gonna announce how
That should be their actual name now. Fucking The Verge.
Twitter announces
Because they
paid.
have
The Verge.
Twitter announces paid super followers to let you charge for tweets.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
There's
There's a rumor about that like a couple weeks
there's a
ago.
subscription
that they're
plan
gonna
to
do
only show tweets to super fans now.
that. Yeah.
Super followers.
All right, super fans, 0 people, because they're fucking smart.
Hey, subscribe to my super fans.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, first only fans, now super fans.
Ultra
God
fans.
damn it. Ultra fans. Ultra fans.
All right, and then we want to see
You on that
metal
pussy
thing,
super
David.
fan shit? Ultra fans. That's where the real men hang out.
Hell yeah. But no,
Tweet,
it's one of those
tweet
things...
about the new WandaVision. Yeah,
no, it's all good. I don't know who the fuck was asking for a Twisted Metal series, considering we haven't even had anything Twisted Metal since the fucking PS3, and that was not a good fucking reboot.
I
My hope is that maybe this will renew an interest in possibly getting something with Twisted Metal with the PS5.
the same thing when Castlevania came out, and we still have yet to see a Castlevania game besides that
I mean-
shitty iPhone.
I mean, we've seen new re-releases from Konami.
Ow!
I mean, we've seen that possibly, we'll be getting new Silent Hill stuff from other studios that are not Konami. So maybe that means Castlevania will be handled by people that are not Konami.
Yo, guys, I have something really good for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Glasses wearers are less likely to get COVID.
Interesting.
And someone retweeted that saying,
I'm going out without a mask.
someone retweeted that saying, nerd immunity.
Hell yeah. It's like vagina immunity for us.
What's up, Sammy?
Right,
How
David?
you doing? Sifu and
What's up,
FF7
Sam?
were the best parts of the PS Direct to me. We're going to talk about that in just a second.
Sifu was great, but my girl Kina is where it's at.
Are we all done with that segment now, David?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was everything I wanted to cover.
All right, PlayStation Direct.
Hell, well, nope.
Yeah, that's what it's called now.
All right. I was misinformed, I guess.
You're welcome.
All right. So we're going to go through it.
Yeah.
Because they did 10 games, like they promised.
Yeah, started off with Crash.
Yeah, which was weird. The second time in a row they started off with Crash 4.
But yeah, it's
with a
advertising the PS5 upgrade, which is cool, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, even though it's not, because don't you have to pay for it?
No, Crash is up. You can get the next Crash. Fine.
Smart delivery.
It's just COD and Tony Hawk that don't let you. That's what I heard. At
But
least
it's
I could be
active.
wrong.
I know that's probably right. I was just assuming because it's Activision.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but that's what someone told me, so I'm assuming that's what it was.
I thought at the end it said like it didn't say you have to pay for it, but I thought it had like it was the wording would seem like you might have to.
I would,
but
believe
I don't
it.
know. I wouldn't be. Oh, good, yay! But hopefully that one will have smart delivery. Probably not.
Yeah. Next up was Returnal, looking good, looking like a horror game, but also having that Housemarque style like shots being shot at you, which is kind of cool.
It's being shot at you.
Like it's got like the circular, like almost shmuppy style where.
Yeah, no, it's definitely shmup. I mean, that's like every time I see this game, I'm like, they made a. I mean, it's like kind of like Nier in a way. Where, like the original Nier.
That's exactly how it is. But it's looking good. I'm very excited for that one.
Yeah, it's looking great. I love the way all the creatures look.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking good.
Next up, did we get that dodgeball game?
Yeah, Knockout City.
Yeah, better showing.
Yeah.
I'm still not interested.
The world's worst trailer during Nintendo Direct. But it was a good one here. So they should have just waited to show it here. Honestly.
Yeah, but it didn't. It's still not catching my interest. I'm not gonna.
No, but it's better. At least I got to see the game this time. And you know what? We don't have too many dodgeball games out there. So if it is
Disco
like,
Dodgeball was still so good, but it just never picked up.
Yeah,
and Stickball's fun.
It was a dodgeball game, but I would like a game that's like a little bit more, I don't know, creative with its dodgeball. Where like that game is literally just dodgeball, except you're a robot. I guess.
Robot Roller Derby Disco Dodgeball.
I mean that all is great, but it was just dodgeball. It's like
I love this.
You can turn your friend into a dodgeball.
Yeah,
like,
it's definitely more stuff going on, but I wish Disco Dodgeball.
I don't think it looks great, but I'm just saying.
I wish
I think it looks like
it did better though.
Rocket Arena 2.
Sure.
Hey, I'll give EA this. EA is trying to do something different.
Oh, you should have said that.
Huh? Why?
EA's trying.
EA's trying.
Oh, we got a good story about them coming up next.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about. Well, actually, I think they made a really good decision there, but we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Next up was that Kena next, or was it Solar Ash?
Later, I think this one was Solar Ash, and then I think Five Nights at Freddy's,
and then Oddworld.
And then Oddworld. Yeah, I think it was Oddworld. Do we have?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're going through it.
It does fucking matter. Okay, we're professional. Goddammit.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are. I say we are. We are.
We're officially triple digits. We have to be.
What the fuck are you talking to?
You.
Me? Oh, all right.
All right. Well, we'll talk about Solar Ash. That looked. It looks like a really awesome step up from what you're doing with Hyperlight Drifter. Very pathless mixed with what was it that you said? It was pathless and
I was getting I forgot what I was saying. I was getting something. Shit. Oh my god, what did I say?
Getting shit.
I was getting shit. I forgot what I said. I was getting our vibes. I don't remember what the vibes were, but I
watch
remember
our reaction. Gore said something else, and it kind of made sense. Those two games kind of mashing up.
Yeah, it said something. I forgot.
But it looks really good.
I said Shadow Bosses. Because this is like moments where you jump on a giant beast. That's all I said. I think I compared it to something else too.
You did compare it to something else. That's the one I'm thinking of.
I said Shadow of Colossus, and then you have to actually like ride on a beast.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
it looks great. I'm actually pretty excited for that. I wish we got a date on that, but it's fine.
Yeah, later this year. It's coming July. I said it in the reaction watch. It's coming.
Then we got Kina.
Kino.
Looking like a Pixar movie, which is fantastic.
Amazing. I can't wait for that game.
Yeah, that one's gonna be really good. I'm very excited for that one.
It's supposed to come out next month, but considering there was no news until now, I figured it wouldn't. But I was still hoping like, oh, it is. It's just gonna be like a digital game, but no, it's coming August, which I think is a perfect time for that. Because right now I don't think there's like anything coming out in August besides maybe like one other thing. Usually games don't come out in August. They usually save it for September or like the beginning of July, and that's about it. So,
but like August is a good time for some games. Like Tony Hawk was a perfect time in August, I think.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Even though I was
do you three have PS5s already? We do.
Tony Hawk was September because it was the same day as Avengers. Look it up.
What else? We had Oddworld.
Yeah,
just as good.
And
PS Plus.
It's free, baby. They a couple days before this, they said they're committing to the free game a month, which means we still have a free game next month.
That
right?
one's surprising. Like,
yeah, it's surprising. What would be the free game for next month? Did they already announce it and I just missed it? Because
I know we're in general just getting Ratchet and Clank no strings attached for free. Yeah.
No.
That's for the play at home thing. That's not for.
You're talking about the PS4 game. Okay. Yeah, no, that's it. Wait, is that play at home or is that just going?
Yeah, that's Sony's play at home initiative where they're giving you Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, well, no, I'm talking about PS5.
Yeah, I don't.
Like,
we haven't seen it yet.
They're gonna give you a PS5 game. Is there a PS5 game coming out next month, or are they just gonna like throw you like
Pathless.
I don't know, Sackboy? Pathless? Yeah, I could see that.
Sackboy.
They wouldn't throw Sackboy. Sackboy's still selling, I think. So probably a little asshole
Also,
kids.
PlayStation All Stars or not PlayStation All Stars, Destruction All Stars. I was making a joke earlier about that, where All Stars is cursed for Sony. Destruction All Stars coming out at the MSRP that it should have been at launch.
Yeah, $20.
Yeah. The reason why they didn't is they realized that closer to launch that would have been a hard 50 on Sony's slate of exclusive games of the PS5. They're like, all right, bump it back, PlayStation Plus, and then make it cheaper, which is smart.
Exactly.
But yeah,
except
Oddworld,
I don't think that game's doing well. But I could see that game.
It'll pick up in time.
Later.
I think I'm pretty confident in that.
Yeah, even though the reviews are not great, but they need to add a lot of content.
They will.
Right now, it's pretty barren.
Oddworld looking good though. I'm very excited. I'm still gonna get a hard copy of that, I think. But
yeah,
very cool.
Yeah,
we got.
I mean, I'm gonna play when it comes out.
Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Yeah, that's weird because like it looks fine. I'm glad that's not a freaking just a static.
The cool thing about Five Nights at Freddy's is even though they keep sticking with the same formula, they're not afraid to do weird things though with their stuff, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, but this
I've
one, you know what the thing. I'm sorry, go ahead.
People meme on Five Nights at Freddy's. I have a pretty decent respect. The guy making it's pretty awesome. Scott Cawthon.
Yeah, I have respect for the creator, but
it doesn't mean
you can not like the games, but I have mad respect for the series though still.
And you know what? I like the idea. And that's why now every fucking movie is trying to rip off of that idea. We just had that Willy's Wonderland movie.
What was it? We had the I
movie
really want to see that still.
I think there's another one coming out. And then we have a Five Nights at Freddy's movie coming out next year, I think. From Blumhouse. So we'll see about that. I'm sure that's gonna be great. Yeah, just like the Fantasy Island.
Where I can finally see from the creators of Get Out.
From the creators of Get Out and The Purge, I think is the other one they always say. No, I think it's Get Out. It's always three things. It's Get Out, Purge, and Paranormal Activity. Mm-hmm. So those are the three. Yeah. Which I don't mention Paranormal Activity anymore. The Purge is still going.
Well,
the last Paranormal Activity ended on the wettest fart. You know,
I think the last. What was the last thing they put out? Or last trailer they put out.
Oh, what last trailer for what? Blumhouse?
Yeah, that was one they put out recently.
Oh, I don't know.
There was one like the last month or two, and they only said the Purge and Get Out. Oh, was it not old, or was that not? Or...
Oh yeah, it was old.
Yeah, they said Get Out and Purge.
Yeah, because Blumhouse did. But they did Split also.
Sorry, guys, getting late for me. I'm ahead. Hey, man, this is your fault for keeping us late, Nick. All right.
Yeah, it's your fault. out there.
Hey, you have a good night, man.
Bastard.
Good night. You have three. Have PS. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, it was my exhausted. We had PS5. I said, yeah, we all have PS5s.
Yeah.
You're welcome, David.
I got it all by myself. No help. And David got his.
I gave everyone their PS5s.
Well, technically, I gave David it because if you got it, you might not have gotten that second one. So
You're welcome,
I ever thought of
David.
that? Yeah. So actually, honestly, I think Adrian should have gave it to me for free because
Yeah, that's how it works.
Sure, I shouldn't have given Adrian anything and only paid Gore.
Because why not? And then David could have played like fucking Bug Snacks on PS4. I don't even know what the fuck.
I liked Bug Snacks. That was a great game.
You could have played on PS4, fucker. It's on there.
Yeah, but I would have had to pay for it.
So you had to pay. Well, I guess you didn't. Never mind. I was gonna say you had to pay for
it
it
on PlayStation Plus.
No, he paid a lot more money for Bug Snacks.
Fuck snacks.
Fuck Snacks.
What a homie move,
yeah.
says Mighty Gazelle.
Yeah. Hey, that's me.
That's how we roll in this joint.
I'll take the credit.
Well, yeah, no. Security Breach looks cool. I'll definitely play that one.
It looks. You know what? I don't want to play it, but I do want to watch people play it.
I'm probably if I have my stream set up by then, I'll probably do a full stream of that game.
Because I don't know. I like those type of games. Those are the worst. The ones where you have to hide. Because I can eventually I can leg it out. I can leg it out when it comes to like a regular Five Nights at Freddy's game where you're just like a static screen.
Says the man that made us play Little Nightmares.
Yeah, well, Little Nightmares wasn't. We'll get to it, but
yeah.
But I just don't like to hide. I just don't. I like because I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna hide. I'll be like, I'm gonna stay here for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's my only issue with the hiding things is you gotta wait.
I couldn't get further into Alien Isolation besides the first few hours because I'm like, I'm not fucking leaving this locker. Fuck that Xenomorph. You could stay out there and roam around. I'm fucking staying here.
My problem with the mechanics whenever you're hiding or in any stealth game in general is that every AI keeps going in a pattern and it's like, all right, move here. Well, all right, wait, and now you're waiting for 15 minutes for him to fucking walk to that side, and then you're done. Now you can move on.
Well, that's my issue with hiding horror games is I feel like it takes the horror element away from it because it becomes less about it being a horrific atmosphere and it becomes more about just being conscious of a gameplay mechanic where I feel like a game like Fear or Silent Hill, where there is more direct interaction with the horrors, works better because when it's done right, yeah, there's that kind of like you can kind of fight off what's happening, but at the same time, when it's done right, you still feel helpless. You feel like you gotta really manage and scavenge, and it's always a you against the kind of horror. It keeps you engaged both in terms of the storytelling and the gameplay. Whereas a lot of these fighty games, it breaks that level of immersion, and it just becomes a boring, well, I'm just gonna wait kind of thing. It takes you entirely out of it. Because it's removing the gameplay essentially by having you just go ahead. All right, I know the creature's coming. Let me sit my hidey hole. I'll wait for. Oh, fuck! I waited too long, and now I gotta let it do another loop around and let that go again. Okay, now I can duck out and do it.
But the fun part is when you are close to getting caught and you're just barely making it to that hiding spot. That's always a good mechanic. I think if there's a good way to balance, that'd be good.
Right.
But
just don't have it.
That is kind of talking about in Little Nightmares. Though we'll talk about that for sure.
What
else came out in the state of play? Look up a rundown. I'm already missing some of this stuff.
I know.
What else?
Next was Kina.
Yeah.
Next was definitely.
That looks pretty good.
That looks great. It was Kena Bridge of Spirits, definitely for sure. And then Deathloop, and then after that is the big one. I think so. Oh, we missed Sifu. Actually, we didn't talk about that. That was
actually fantastic.
Sifu was earlier though, so we missed that a little while ago.
Yeah,
that was like the third thing they announced. But all right, yeah, let's talk about Sifu. Sifu is from the guy. I was right, by the way. It is from the guys that did Absolver.
Nice. Okay.
Which I was saying that at least that I watched a reaction and I was watching Easy Allies reaction and they confirmed that in there. So I'm assuming Easy Allies was right. I didn't actually do research myself, but it looked like it. Just the way the character models were, and also it's a fucking fighting game. So it looks really good. The mechanic, because we were looking at it, it was like, oh, this is a cool hallway fights the game. The mechanic where you get knocked out and then you just like grow beard and get older. That is actually in the game. It's not a story thing. It's in a game. When you get knocked out, you grow older. Like not like when you get knocked out, you get revived. When you get knocked out, you die. But when you come back and you're significantly older, they say.
Interesting.
So, and it's all about revenge, by the way. The story is about revenge. I think your whole family's brutally murdered, and you have to go after the people that did it. But you're cursed in some way. So whenever you get killed, you come back, but you come back older. So I'm assuming there's gonna be a point where you're just like a fucking 90-year-old dude. And then
I'm fucking soaked.
In that trailer, I think you do see an old dude. I'm assuming that's supposed to be you.
Yeah.
Like an actual old dude, like big ass beard and shit. So that looks really good. I can't wait to see more about that because hey, we don't have too many really good, like just straight up, like not beat 'em up, but like ones that take the combat more seriously. Besides just like, like a Absolver kind of did. I felt like it was like
that's the thing. It's very rare to find a game that actually goes like an actual martial arts route. There's a lot of games where it's like, you can go play this MMA simulator, but it's not really like a martial arts film as a game. And that is the entire aesthetic and vibe I got watching Sifu. It was like, ooh. I even kind of said, it's like, oh shit, we got some old boy action going on here. And it was even kind of shot in a similar kind of angles for parts of it. And, that is something I've been kind of wanting for, is like an actual, earnest to goodness, give me like an Ip Man, the video game, and actually give me that whole aesthetic and power. I want shit like that. Give me fucking The Raid, the video game.
Amazing.
That'd be fucking fantastic.
Hey, one of the guys in The Raid is Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat. So
hell yeah.
So the Raid is like branching off in different directions and infecting other things. So we'll get more Raid stuff in the future, maybe. I would love that.
I'm fucking down for that. Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree. We need more like. I think Absolver is kind of like that though. It's like it's not just like beat 'em up. It's like really like takes the fighting seriously to the point where it's like kind of like For Honor-ish. I think that game.
Yeah.
I didn't play it. It always looked like that. Like they really took it seriously, where it's not just press the X button until the guy is dead.
It was a fighting game, that's why.
Huh?
For Honor feels very fighting game.
No, yeah, well, yeah. I'm saying that has more a fighting game doesn't have like what For Honor does, where you have to like move the analog stick to like defend and shit and stuff like that. Doesn't that just most fighting games just have you hold back and you defend? Like that,
it feels more natural. It feels like an actual interaction of the combat.
You're interacting with the whatever weapon
in general by the care of how they make your movements, which that's fair.
That's too, but I like we don't have too many. One game I actually really like growing up, and nobody likes this game is Jet Li's Rise to Honor. Not a great game, but I love because the main combat comes from you using the right analog stick to fight, and it's really weird. But it actually it feels good when the game is actually like when you're really getting it, because when you get in it. But it really does feel like you're actually throwing punches and stuff, and like you're picking up like people and throwing them through glass windows and stuff. So it feels like they really took all that action seriously. Besides just like you do like uppercuts and Hadoukens up your anus and shit, all that stuff. I don't know. That game's not great, but I like that game. So.
Real quick, this is totally off topic because I had this up on accident.
What?
I didn't realize Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the DLC.
Yeah, it's rare now.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like
the tournament
physical?
Yeah.
It's really rare.
Yeah, it's sealed too.
When I saw that, because I could have bought it. My GameStop had that clearanced for the longest time for like $25, which isn't like, it was only cheaper than usual.
That was on sale for a bit for like at Target and stuff.
I was like, I really want to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 eventually. I know Mighty Gazelle in the chat is a huge fan of that game. And I don't know if he's played that DLC, but I was like, I should buy it, and I just never did. I should have. Now
he says I have that sealed. Yes, it's $93 sealed.
Really rare. Well, it's getting there at least. It will be in the future because I'm sure they're not going to re-release that.
No, so I'm keeping that bad boy sealed. I'll have to download the DLC.
Pyra's in Smash, so everybody wants to see where the Bay came from, so they gotta buy both of those.
Oof, well, glad I got that sealed. Never touched it. I'm glad this finally coming back to me.
He was over 3 years old, and that's still like a $50 game.
Which game?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2, just regular.
Oh yeah,
regular 2. It's still like a $50 game.
Yeah, and he says he got that sealed.
Sifu really good. I'm excited for it.
Last game before we go to the ending.
And we
Uh,
don't Kina at all.
I thought you, oh yeah, you
You
guys.
mentioned it, and then you were like, "Wait, we missed something else." You didn't even say anything. I
No,
said
I said
Kina, and
looking like a Pixar game and it's looking really good. I'm very excited for that.
like 20 minutes ago when
Yeah, well,
someone
I mean,
brought it up.
I'm not trying to. I don't want to.
I
I don't know if
I
it's
don't want
gonna.
to talk
I don't know if it's gonna be like my ideal
Good.
cup of tea. Like
What?
I like staff kind of games like that, but I'm not in the mood for a really kind of like that kind of combat right now. So I'm trying to keep my expectations as low and not think about it too much because I know when the time comes I'll be into it. But I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm trying to not overthink it.
It doesn't look like it's going to be like.
Too action based,
Like-
yeah,
I mean, it's going to be. That's probably going to be more of a beat 'em up.
sure.
If anything, it has spells too, which is cool. So you're using your spells with the staff, and you have a bow and arrow. I'm sure you're gonna have other weapons in the game. It looks great. It's giving me major Zelda vibes too. It looks like it's gonna be like you have a kind of like a hub world kind of thing, and it might open up a little bit so you can explore. It looks like that. I don't know if it's gonna be that, but it looks like it. It looks amazing too. That's like the first game I've seen from PS5 since that last showcase. That I'm like, yeah, there you go. That's the good shit. Because that looks amazing.
It does.
Like that looks like a next gen game. Like if you're gonna make that game, that's what it would look like on a PS5 and good. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't think it's coming to PS5. I think it's exclusive to PS5.
Yeah, no, and I believe it. I also didn't realize that the Gree Signature Edition is like the second most valuable thing on Switch.
Really rare. The art book is rare too. I mean, that's not Switch, but the art book you get from Special Reserve Games, I have that. That's like $200 just for that art book.
Ooh, the Gree limited run variants also super pricey.
Yeah, I didn't get that one because I was running low on money and I had a lot of Gree stuff, but I got the Special Reserve one, which is like
Nice.
the same price.
All right.
And I had both Special Reserve ones. I got the original release and then the reissue.
I like how
That's
all
like
the top most expensive things are all limited run stuff on Switch.
Can I just shout out Special Reserve Games because they go above and beyond with the shit they send you. Like they give you like extra goodies. If you spend a regular price, like a $35 game, they'll give you like a nice outer box with it, and it has like a stamp on it with their like their Special Reserve
I'm
Games.
surprised that they
approval.
don't get more money off their stuff because I feel like they do it better than limited run, honestly.
They do, but they have less. They have less stuff, obviously. So they only have a couple. Like it feels like every couple months almost. But and limited run game.
Ass Gree is expensive.
Yeah. Regular one's pretty expensive. Hey, that's a good ass game, man.
Mighty Gazelle says the base game has been out of print for a while, and then Chatbox, like we're talking about right now, they thought the Deathloop trailer went on way too long. I'm sure it was just me though.
Oh man, I thought it was great.
I thought that was their best trailer when it comes to just like, and I think every trailer has been great for that. I do think like they've shown it 4 times at this point because they showed it. If you don't count the first reveal, I feel like they showed it at every state of play since the June one, and there's been 3 since this, or 4 since that one. Well, 3, I guess. That one 4, I think at least, right? But something like 3 or 4. But I think this was the best one. I think I get a better idea of how the game works. Cause I was still wondering like, how does the girl like work? Is she an AI? Is she co-op? And she's supposed to be actually co-op, so you can actually play that game with somebody else that goes in there and tries to stop you, or you can just have it as an AI. Because I was thinking like it doesn't make sense. They just showed that she can like camouflage as other people. So why the fuck would they show that if that's just an AI thing? Because you're not gonna get that. What's the fucking point? So you have to be able to play as her. And I think there's a couple shots in the trailer where it's like a first person view of her. Also, I could be wrong. So you could play as her. There's no way you can't. It wouldn't make any sense that they show you she has a camouflage move and you can't like use it because she's not playing. It wouldn't make sense. But I guess it's still possible. But yeah, I'm like 95% sure that's co-op. I think they probably already said when they originally revealed it a couple years ago that it was co-op. But and when I say co-op, I mean it's 1 versus 1.
Yeah,
because you're not working together. It's which is Doom Eternal has the same kind of thing also. You can invade people's games. I guess it's like Dark Souls too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they added it, but Doom Eternal is supposed to have that. When they first revealed the Doom Eternal, they had that where it's like, yeah, people could just raid your game and just try to fuck you over. I think they added that later after the game came out, but
Because I know there's like the empowered demons, which are the demons that if you die against them quite a bit, they just become buffed for everyone else.
Yeah, maybe that's it. But originally they were supposed to make it so that people can join your game and be a demon. I don't know if they were supposed to get, or like if you watch the original like what the fuck, QuakeCon reveal for that, they explain it like it was supposed to be like people could join your game and like just become one of the demons and try to fucking kill you. But I don't think that mode was available day one, so I think they added it later. And maybe they got rid of it and just had the empowered demons. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I remember hearing about that, and maybe they got rid of it. I don't know. Anyway, so I guess it's more like Dark Souls then, because that's in Dark Souls. People randomly join your game and try to fuck you over.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Deathloop looks great. Kino looks great.
Final thing.
I guess we took final thing.
I do want to mention. Nibel had a good tweet saying, so they made a remake to demake it, while also working on a second part of the remake, on also announcing a mobile battle royale game. Yeah.
You're right. Final Fantasy VII is coming. Remake is coming to PS5.
What's the name of it?
Reagent. What is it? Like Intergrade, right?
Intergrade, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the Final Fantasy VII remake is coming to PS5. It's gonna have enhancements and stuff. We'll talk about that in a second. But after they say it's coming to PS5, they show our girl,
Yuffie. Hell yeah.
Yuffie's back. Little ninja girl. She's a ninja, right? I'm remembering that. Okay, good. It's been a little while.
Because Wutai is basically supposed to be a Japan analog.
Yeah, and she's in the game. At first, I was like, because you got it immediately. I was thinking like because I couldn't remember her name. I was like, wait, is that supposed to be fucking and you?
See, again, my fault for not completing that game when I should have.
Yeah, I mean,
really
not
quick.
Spoiler or anything.
Mighty Gazelle has a complete opposite opinion to me when I talk about this. He said FF7 Remake was my favorite game of 2020. I never played the original, so I'm not sure if that helped my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I played the original. It's been a long time, but I mean, it's still in my top 5.
See, that's the opposite opinion I have. Like, I liked it. I didn't think it was good because I felt like it leaned too nostalgia, and I didn't really care for it because I never played the original. It felt like it just kind of like was baiting hard for that kind of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because I feel like it definitely enhances the experience, having the experience of the original with it. But man, that ending veers so off fucking course of everything else that
yeah, but you're getting satisfaction of it because it's different, though.
No,
yeah,
there's no satisfaction in that bullshit.
Okay. But okay,
I've heard everyone say you're alone on that one. I've heard everyone say
like that ending and love the
ending. No, that ending is fucking stupid.
Stupid. The whole fucking series is stupid. First of all, everything
you can't say that's stupid and outlandish when you have a dance scene like you did in there. Because you kind of you kind of like enlist in the idea of it being stupid at that point. I feel personally.
No, fucking Christ. I could go on a tirade about this for a long time. I'm not going to do it. It's already fucking past midnight. All I'm going to say is that ending ruins the entire scope and scale and everything emotionally built up in FF7 up to that point.
What happens if it is, I don't want to spoil anything, but what if it is something different? I don't know how to say it without spoiling.
If it is something different, I don't know what they would do with it. But man, if they try to go back to anything else that was originally like it, they've fucking screwed and scaled the power scaling of the fucking heroes up to this point horribly. The Kingdom Hearts-esque tone of the final boss was fucking dumb as shit. And there's just
it's
much
so bizarre to me. Did you wait? Did you like Kingdom Hearts, David?
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah.
That's blowing my mind because I feel like if you had told me this like argument you guys would have like a year prior that like, oh, the ending was very Kingdom Hearts, David hated it, Gore liked it, I'd have been like, yeah, okay.
This is the thing. Kingdom Hearts, like, it's the kind of cheesy shit I usually like in anime, but it's like way too much in Kingdom Hearts. Even as a kid, because I played a decent amount of Kingdom Hearts 1, sure. not enough. I'm sure some people will say, but I just can't. Kingdom Hearts 3 looked fun. I was going to play that just for gameplay, and then I heard that the game is just fucking. Yeah, exactly. The game is just fucking. It's trash. Okay, I just heard the story was like there's a lot of story.
Right.
So I'm like, which I should have expected, honestly, especially since that game was like fucking wanted for like 10, 12, 13, 14 years.
Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, Mike Gazelle says, I knew Yuffie from Kingdom Hearts. And
Yeah,
as
she's
a
in
huge
that,
fan of Kingdom Hearts, playing FF7 Remake felt like the PG-13 version of Kingdom Hearts, which kind of feels childish to me now. So that's why I think I viewed it so favorably.
Yeah, because that was back then when Final Fantasy characters would actually be in fucking Kingdom Hearts games. Now it's just Disney and the lame ass character. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to make fun of your characters if you love them. The characters of Kingdom Hearts.
What characters are in there? Like, what Final Fantasy games would I've had to play to know who was in?
Cloud's in it. Sephiroth's in it.
But like, what games?
They got half the cast of Final Fantasy VII, a good chunk of Final Fantasy VIII, a couple of characters from Final Fantasy IX, some of the characters from Final Fantasy VI. They got a couple characters from Final Fantasy X. Yep.
Yeah.
And 10 too.
Who's the guy with the glasses and the fucking? He has like the collar up.
So
he's like the cool guy.
4
Who's
through
the cool
10
guy?
too.
The one guy everybody
Orin,
like.
Yeah,
he's in that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember seeing him.
All right, 4 through 10 too. That's
Sephiroth is like a secret boss or something, I think, right?
Sephiroth is the secret boss in most of them, yeah.
Oh, most of them. Okay.
Kingdom Hearts 3 was disappointing. They removed nearly all the Final Fantasy characters, by the way.
Yeah.
They removed all of them 100%.
I think didn't the side games also do that too? Like the 2.8 and stuff like that?
I think they were still in some of those.
Really quick, I just want to get a quick thing.
I feel like I've been hearing that complaint for the last few years.
I'm just curious to get a quick thing, and I have cut out a lot some of the news stories too. So we'll wrap up here very quick. But I just want to ask one last thing concerning that someone doesn't know. Was there a conscientious effort as to why they removed Final Fantasy characters from it?
To focus more on their story.
So
focus more on the
Were they trying to sell it to both fans? They add the fans or the FF characters because of that, and then they said, all right, well, we have you guys on board now, so let's just remove them.
I guess it's smart because you have Disney, and if you want to make your characters their own characters, don't also add Final Fantasy, which is just a lot of the same kind of characters anyway.
But it's so weird and ass backwards. Because especially like
that's what I agree with.
Cloud, Squall, and Sid and Yuffie were so integral to Kingdom Hearts storyline. Like they were big members of its storyline that it's so fucking weird to go backwards and suddenly be like, nah, fam, they just don't worry about that. That has nothing to do with any of this anymore.
So without spoiling it, did they actually give them a reason as to why they're not there, or is they kind of just saying nothing?
No, they just don't acknowledge it.
They all died.
Yeah, Money Gazelle said they never said, but I bet Disney wanted the spotlight. I believe that.
Cloud was corrupted by the darkness and died. Donald.
All right. Final Fantasy VII getting that thing cool. It's good that it's getting a upgrade. The extra episode will cost money, but that's okay. That's still nice that it's getting an upgrade because $70 on PS4.
Upgrade. You do get an upgrade if you have the PS4 version, but if you don't anymore, you better buy it soon, maybe, because if you don't buy it soon, you're gonna pay $70 for the PS5 version.
I'll do that. I'm sure the copies will go on sale soon, though.
Yeah, well, either that or they'll go up
$30 right now.
Either that or they're $30 right now. But either that or they'll go up closer to release because people are buying them because they don't want to spend $70 on fucking. I mean, yeah.
And then last thing, Mike says that should have been 50% Disney, 20% Final Fantasy, 30% original Kingdom Hearts content.
Wasn't that kind of what their originals were? It wasn't more closer, like maybe 40% Disney and Kingdom Hearts and 20% Final Fantasy?
No, because like the Final Fantasy characters were they were a major part of a lot of the storyline.
All I remember when I was a kid, from what I played, is like King Mickey and fucking Goofy, the main ones. And then every time you go to a different world, obviously it was all Disney stuff.
I'm excited to play a series eventually, because
that's why I always think like Disney has always been like the main point.
Because Traverse Town, which is one of your main hub worlds in the games, that's 95% Final Fantasy characters. Hollow Bastion, the Final Fantasy characters get involved with quite a lot. In fact, one of the best scenes of Kingdom Hearts 2 was basically just Final Fantasy characters. I'm just gonna say that then. But
is that right? I just guessed one. It's a Squall. It's Squall, isn't it?
All right.
We'll have to find out.
All right, that's state of play. Actually, no.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
we have to talk about.
They got Final Fantasy, more Final Fantasy content coming at you. You get Battle Royale. You get the pew guns.
Yeah, well, yeah. All right, so immediately after the state of play, they dropped their leftover garbage out on Twitter and went, here. The first thing they dropped was the First Soldier, which we talked about this and the other thing.
And the Ever Crisis.
Yeah, we talked about this a few weeks ago because
I
guess
it's gonna be a cool prequel.
right?
I think it's gonna be this awesome new content.
I think it's gonna be a big. They're gonna announce the PS Vita 2.
I told you guys when I said it was gonna be a mobile battle royale game, and you guys called me crazy.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And then he also said, but the other game's gonna be a mobile game also, and it's gonna take place throughout all 6 of the Final Fantasy 7 games, which sounds fucking retarded.
And then I said the Yuffie's gonna be in an episode, and you guys you don't know who Yuffie is. I'm like, yeah, it just came to me in a dream.
Yeah, she's gonna throw a thing or whatever.
But yeah, that all happened.
The PS5 update will make the backgrounds look good again, or for the first time.
Yeah.
Which they did. Hey, the lighting looks great. The fog effects are nice. I appreciate it.
And photo mode.
So yeah, man, people are gonna be
horny
abusing that.
If
I can't wait.
That game wasn't already horny enough as it is. That
game's horny. That game's horny.
Why do you upload that mob episode, Gore? I'm impatient.
Never.
Just because you said that.
Maybe I'll upload.
But yeah, so that happened, and then it's a battle royale game for First Soldier. It's like it looks so Call of Duty.
Well, not Call of Duty. I was thinking just Fortnite straight up, or PUBG.
Yeah, PUBG. Actually, I was gonna go with, but I figured Call of Duty.
Some first person stuff in there, but it looks like it's mainly third person.
Yeah.
And the one thing I'll give it. Yeah, that's cool, but I'll say like the summons might make it kind of fun because you can summon things in. But it looks generic. I did laugh when I was watching a Final Fantasy thing, and you're aiming down the sights at like an anime character, and you're just blowing his head off. I was like, that's
a joke Gore made on his own that became real.
Yeah, that's like a joke in my head. Like, I wish a Cloud would pull out a gun and blow off, Tifa's face or something. And now you can do it. So, I mean, it won't be Tifa, but you can pretend.
It won't be Cloud either.
Yeah. No, but you can make a character that'll probably look like Cloud a bit.
Sure.
I bet,
or he'll be a limited time skin.
Not limited. It will be like,
$20.
you can get Cloud $50 or something. We're like,
or 90,000 FF tokens.
You can get a blue Cloud, and then Angry Joe will be like, blue, $50 for blue Cloud.
And then you want to talk about what's the other one?
Ever Crisis.
Go for it.
That looks actually pretty good. I'm actually excited for that. I know you're not.
I wish that wasn't mobile. I just wish it wasn't mobile. Like, the more I look at it,
come to Switch.
The man who likes playing games on his work computer doesn't like playing games on his work phone.
Yeah, but that's gonna be like,
I don't play games on my work computer. What the fuck are you talking about?
You were working at that computer for ages.
Oh, it's getting serious. Is it your friendship?
Yeah,
maybe.
No,
I want to be there for one friendship ender. So let me know when that happens.
Yeah, I mean, you've been in plenty of Skype calls. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. That's been fun.
Mighty Gazelle says no knack 3 bad. I agree.
Yeah, you know what? That's right. Fuck State of Play.
But yeah,
fuck
so Ever Christ. Do you guys want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks cool. Obviously, he's the bigger Final Fantasy fan. But I just want to say my piece. I think it looks cool. It's gonna come to Switch. I don't even know why we're even having this argument.
I'm hype.
It's gonna be. It's coming. I can confirm right here. It's coming. It might even come to PlayStation in some form. But
put money on it.
Sure. In the future,
$5.
All right. Anytime in the next
year.
No.
Year of its release. I'll say that.
Fine.
Year of its release.
If you remember this, if it comes to Switch or it gets announced for Switch at any point, then you give me $5.
Right.
And then if it doesn't,
when it doesn't, then you give it to me $5.
Then you still give me $5.
No.
No, shake. There you go. That's a sealed deal, or whatever they say. That deal is fucking sealed. Give me
sealed.
You might as well just give me the $5.
Ever Crisis looks interesting. It's basically kind of like a Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition.
I didn't make my piece yet. All right, no, go ahead.
Go ahead, buddy. I
was just gonna say that I don't like Advent Children. I've said this plenty of times. I don't like Dirge of Cerberus. I haven't said that before, but I thought Dirge of Cerberus was garbage. I don't know if you agree with me. I'm sure the story's great, but I played it as a kid. I didn't like it. I don't know what Before Crisis was. I guess that was like a mobile game.
Yeah.
I looked it up.
It follows the Turks in that.
Okay, that makes sense. I did play Crisis Core. It was good. I thought it was good. I like the story. I like Zach for the most part, but and then what was the other one? Was there another game in there, or was that it?
No, I think that's it. And Final Fantasy VII proper.
Okay, so 7 and Crisis Core being in there because it's taking place throughout the entire, even the game, even the movie, even Dirge of Cerberus, it's taking place throughout the entire Final Fantasy VII timeline, which is ridiculous. 7 or 6 things just for Final Fantasy VII. And I think that's interesting. I like the visual novel kind of like portraits they have and stuff. I kind of like that. I like the anime look.
Fantastic, yeah.
And the gameplay looks pretty good. I like that it's going back to Final Fantasy VII where it has like the polygonal kind of graphics for when you're walking around and stuff. And then when you get into combat, it gets more realistic, which is kind of cool. I like that. And I think it's a good way to do this entire timeline. And I'm going to assume a timely fashion. It's not going to be like, I guess it could still be like 30, 40 hours, but that's like the length of one game besides 3 games and then a movie and then whatever else. So I think it looks like it could be good. It's coming to Switch, so don't even worry about it. It's coming.
I feel like
have them call me. I'll make sure it comes to Switch. Anyway, now go ahead.
I feel like the intent behind this is that where they've already said they plan on expending the compendium of Final Fantasy VII, which I mean, again, we got the other mobile game, which is going to be the origin of Soldier, fucking in a stupid ass way.
Origin of Soldier, man, this is a lot of origins.
Yeah. I feel like this is going to be like that big refresher game of like, all right, we're going to go ahead, put this out here. This will give everyone a crash course on all the important little details they need to know. Oh, shit, I wonder if they'll have any of the On the Way to a Smile stuff. Probably not. But,
I don't know.
It's an in-between book that kind of fills in the gap between 7 and Advent Children.
Okay.
It's kind of one of those things that there is so much dense lore, and there's also some stuff that is kind of lost. I mean, the mobile game Before Crisis, that is just a completely fucking lost game. I'm sure there's some probably emulation of that existing somewhere, but because that was like a Java mobile phone game, that's just lost the time. Crisis Core is something that unless you have a PSP, you're not playing it. Dirge of Cerberus, unless you have a PS2, you're not playing it. Yeah, and honestly, Dirge of Cerberus was fine. Like, it's not great, but it's kind of neat to kind of see what happened to everyone after Advent Children. And Advent Children,
I don't like it.
It hasn't aged well, but it's something that
I don't think it ever aged to begin with, like in any form. It was immediately dated in my eyes. Sucks.
I liked it for what it was, but it wasn't. It wasn't the big kind of reunion that I was hoping for. Like, as much as like reunion and family is kind of a big theme because part of the whole family. It kind of sucked that we didn't really get that until towards the end of Advent Children. Although I guess the director's cut adds in quite a bit of extra for that, but still, I don't know. I still enjoy it for what it is, but it's not phenomenal. But yeah, so this is going to be like the kind of greatest hits of all the story beats we need to know. And I feel like that's also going to help to kind of illustrate what they plan on changing, perhaps with the next part of 7 Remake. Is this going to be okay, here's how it originally happened, but now you're going to see where the kind of variance in it really goes on from here. And I feel like it'd be probably like a good stopgap for people like Adrian or our chat that I've had people that haven't played through the original to be able to go like, okay, well, just give me the kind of cliff notes of the series and I can go from there.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Pocket Edition was, right? For Final Fantasy 15, it was kind of like the little
cliff notes.
Cliff notes.
All right,
but all right. So State of Play, I thought it was good. I like that they gave. I guess they were right when they said deep dives because we got a couple. I was surprised by that because they said 10 games in 30 minutes. I was like, how the fuck? But they did. My predictions were pretty much wrong. I did say I got some right though. To be fair. I got Kino right. I got Deathloop right. I got
You were hoping for Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah, there's a leak about that, but like Dragon's Dogma 2. And I think the guy that made Dragon's Dogma was like teasing like a new project. So maybe I don't know, maybe Xbox got it.
Maybe.
That's
All right,
back.
I'm removing. Well, we'll save it for next week. I really want to talk about the whole Anthem and Dragon Age situation that's been coming out. We're gonna say that for next week, though. So I'll make that a longer discussion.
The what
Okay.
situation?
Dragon Age stuff. You cut out there, but I think he's talking about like.
So
Go ahead.
a quick thing, because I do want to have a deeper dive on it, is that EA has seen how well Jedi Fallen Order is done, and so they gave BioWare the clearance to now make Dragon Age 4 without live services like they were originally forcing BioWare to incorporate into Dragon Age. So now they got
Allow.
Yeah, no, they literally say like allowing that. So that's gonna be
We're supposed to be like, oh, thank you, Lord EA.
that's gonna be a deeper talk next week. Same thing with Anthem, because I do want to go into deeper with that, but we are gonna have to. Little Nightmares shouldn't take too long because the game's not long.
That's probably not gonna take too.
No, but I do want to at least keep that decent time. But we also have BlizzCon to talk about, so we're gonna keep the Anthem and Dragon Age stuff to next week.
Right.
Let's talk about.
BlizzCon won't take us too long because I mean, first of all, the opening ceremony was an hour, and I think besides the World of Warcraft stuff, I don't think everybody cares about anything else.
I don't care about.
I loved all the Diablo stuff.
I'm talking about all three of us together.
Oh, gotcha.
No, I'm making it a thing where I mean I can't really avoid it. I wish I knew ahead. If I knew ahead of time that Overwatch wasn't going to be at the opening panel, I wouldn't even bothered. But that's all I really care about. So that's all. I just kind of like tune out until I see that. So David, if you guys want to talk about Diablo, I'll be right back. But if you guys want to talk about that, and Dave, I know you were into the World of Warcraft and stuff like that, so go for it. I'll be right back.
The only thing real quick that I have to say just specifically about World of Warcraft is interesting to see where the story's going. I haven't kept up with Shadowlands much just because of the fact that Warlords of Draenor was the last expansion. I was like, yeah, I'm down for this. But I really didn't like the concept of going right back to, all right, we went ahead, dealt with another Titanic threat. Now we got to go back to, Horde versus Alliance. Every other expansion, we have to go back to fucking Horde versus Alliance. Fucking tired of that. I want something different. And seeing Sylvanas, because kind of one of the big recurring things throughout the story is that, she's only got so many reanimations left before she runs out of Valkyries that she can use. And I guess she now is in position of Frostmourne, which is kind of interesting. But this trailer completely caught me off guard. Maybe it wouldn't have if I, again, had been keeping up the lore, but seeing Arthas basically in the equivalent of heaven, seeing Uther kind of look over and be like, oh, no, not Arthas, what the fuck? And that kind of shame and pain in his face. And then Arthas like, okay, yeah, you want all these things, but I'm just going to fuck this place up instead. I think that's pretty cool. I'm interested to do a deep dive of the lore at some point, just to kind of get myself caught up. But I'll probably never go back to WoW. It's just not my cup of tea. I liked it back in the day, but man, 14, fucking king of the MMO still. Otherwise than that, Diablo. So we got a bunch of Diablo talk going on here. Diablo, Immortals. I don't know. Don't really care.
Yeah, I don't even think they showed anything for Immortals.
Oh, that's right. They didn't.
They weren't making that mistake again.
Yeah, so the only Diablo talk that really matters, I mean, they kind of talked a little bit about 4. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, which granted, okay, Vicarious Visions, sad to see this is what you got put onto, but I understand, I guess. I wish you didn't, but otherwise we wouldn't have that game for another 3 years probably. But Diablo 2 remastered. Ooh,
well, before we get to that, no, they did show a trailer for Diablo 4.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the thief or rogue.
The rogue, yes.
Yeah, the rogue. And that was a good trailer. Because I don't know much about the Diablo lore. I played Diablo in the past, but I don't know too much about the lore because I usually don't pay attention to that because I just want to grind and do that. But the ear shit is like interesting. She collects ears, for the priest guy, I guess. Which is interesting. It made me more interested in the lore.
It kind of harkens back to old PvP Diablo because that's what would happen is whenever you would kill another player, you get to keep their ear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was
That's
kind of a cool reference, and I had saw a leak earlier in the morning where someone was like, "Oh yeah," and you'll see the rogue be revealed, and keep an eye out in the trailer. She's gonna be missing an ear, so that's why the whole time I was like, really getting like, oh, I'm just waiting to see one thing to confirm if the rest of the leaks were true. And the second I didn't have the ear, I'm like, let's go! I know it's gonna happen.
Imagine being surprised though.
I don't give a fuck.
I know.
If a reveal is good, I don't care if I get it spoiled for me ahead of time or seeing it then. It's gonna be just as good if it is actually that good.
But isn't it nice to not know and then
It's
it
funny
happens
because you guys
and
are
then
opposite spectrums.
in the moment? I don't understand why you want to like read on a Reddit about like a leak when you can just see the fucking thing and be surprised that with people too. You'll be with people and you get to share in the
David, you were as Gore would say, a gnat hair's dick or gnat dick. What was it? What's the? I can't.
gnat hair's dick away from being
from spoiling fucking Sephiroth and Smash. If Gore just was actually paying attention to you, and Gore would have been pissed.
I'm sorry he didn't catch the music right away.
I couldn't hear the music.
Also, you were ahead of him.
Yeah, you were ahead of me too. I couldn't hear.
Oh, was I?
Because you were yelling. Because immediately when I right before I got who it was, I tell everybody to be quiet. You're looking at the reaction. I go shh or whatever. But I know the music. Come on, man. At least I know that. That's the one thing.
Even me, sure. I barely fucking played that. I knew I recognized it somewhere, and I was like, oh.
I put like repeat after that remake came out.
Oh yeah, the Advent Children remix.
But see, did you listen to how hype you were when that happened? You can't tell me you would have been just as hype if you had known that prior. Because
that trailer is so fucking great.
It is a good.
I know, but the trailer's great, and you have
we're not
the
saying
feeling of not knowing.
We're not saying you wouldn't like the trailer. We're saying it gets enhanced inherently by you being surprised.
No,
that's a human.
Just as hyped because I was just as hyped for the Diablo 2 reveal and the Diablo 4 information. I knew everything about that though already ahead of time.
It's human nature to have to have those emotions rush when it hits you without expectations into it.
No, fuck that. I was.
You can't say fuck that. That's exactly how it works.
No, you can't fuck that. Nah, fuck it.
That's exactly how it works. You could be.
It doesn't change my experience at all.
It does though.
It don't.
No, not end story.
It does because if you had inherently known Sephiroth, that was Sephiroth's trailer. If you knew, Sephiroth's getting announced, you'd be like, oh, cool, when's it gonna hit? Oh, hell yeah, it's One Winged Angel. Instead of saying, wait, is that One Winged Angel?
Nah, fuck that.
No, it's not fuck that. You know I'm right. You just don't want to admit it.
No, you're not right. No, you have an agenda. You feel that's the only way it can be viewed, and you don't like the fact that I view it differently.
No, you can view, but you inherently get more excitement through this. Like, you don't.
Nah.
You do.
My Diablo 2 reaction proves that's fucking bullshit, because I knew everything that was going to be discussed during that. I was still the most hype as fuck motherfucker during that.
But if you didn't know ahead of time, and you just saw the 2 logo, you'd be like, what? You shit your pants out and fall.
Yes, but you again. We're not saying you weren't excited for it. You would have been.
I'm sure you're excited for it. I'm not saying you're not.
This is fucking dumb. Anyways, Diablo 2 remake fucking looks great.
Hey,
I'm excited for it.
I wish I didn't know Overwatch 2 is coming. Remember the leaks coming out for that? If we watched that and then that trailer started where it just looked like, oh, it's gonna be another Overwatch trailer. You know what I mean? Like, remember when they showed that at BlizzCon back in 2019? And it was just they just started a trailer. They didn't say welcome to the world of Overwatch 2 or whatever. They just played another trailer, and you're probably thinking, if you didn't have it spoiled already, oh, this is another character trailer, like another character thing. And then it says Overwatch 2 at the end. I would have fucking lost my shit. I'm sure we both would have, but we already knew it was Overwatch 2 because it fucking leaked.
And we all still enjoyed the trailer.
We very well. I enjoyed most of it. I would have enjoyed it more if certain characters died. But
we all enjoy it. We're not saying you don't enjoy it. It's just that you do get mentally.
I still think this is fucking dumb. Anyways, Diablo
it's not dumb because it's just facts.
No, it's not. It's almost 1 o'clock. It's almost 1 o'clock. Let me fucking talk about Diablo 2 so we can continue. Goddamn.
Yeah. He's good. All right. I was gonna say it's dumb because it's late and I'm tired.
Jesus Christ. All right. So Diablo 2 remastered looks good. Anyways, continuing on. Next thing. What the fuck else got? No. Anyways, and then
I didn't want. I was just joking when I brought it up. I just want to say I didn't mean for it to become an argument.
Anyways,
I think Diablo 2 looks great. I think they did a good job of remastering it and still keeping it so that it kind of still looks like the original game.
Yeah, and it still runs at the same 25 frames per second, which is nice to kind of see
Perfect.
that stiffness to it.
Yeah,
Especially
I
when they
mean-
were doing very hard to only mention StarCraft remake because they realized
Yeah,
what a
Warcraft.
fucking horrible fuck up Warcraft was.
Yeah, Warcraft was terrible, but they're not even working with that studio anymore, right?
And I think
someone
that
said-
was no, they let all those people go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because, well, I mean that sucks, but yeah, it was a bad remaster.
One of the other things they did at the top of the show too, Blizzard Arcade. All these games we got for free before from their website. Now here you go, $20 and you get HD fillers.
That's ridiculous. When you have like the Castlevania collection and the Contra collection, which has like I think Contra has what, like 7-8 games or something like that. I think Castlevania has like the same amount. Even Final Fantasy,
not prominent games.
Lost Vikings.
I don't know. I didn't even pay attention. I wasn't paying attention, so I heard.
Well,
Blizzard Collection. I thought that sounded cool, but then you guys were complaining.
No, I mean, no, they're good games, but when it comes to prominency, I think Lost Vikings is their biggest game in there.
Vikings is the biggest by name recognition. Blackthorn is the biggest by rarity.
I heard Blackthorn's good. I played on GBA. I don't think
good.
that's. I don't know if GBA one's the same game. So
no, it's a little bit different.
I played that one. I barely played it though. So, and what was the other game? The racing game?
Rock and Roll Racing.
Yeah. Okay, I never played that, but I've heard they're all
okay.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I mean they're good games. I mean, Rock and Roll Racing is basically it's kind of like micro karts. You know that kind of
No, what is it called?
Micro Machines.
No, I think there was a game back then that was like really good. Rally something.
Ridge Rally.
Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer. No, I know what you're talking about, but yeah.
Pro-Am. Is it Pro-Am?
Yes, Pro-Am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. All right.
But yeah, so I think that's kind of fucking dumb. $10, sure. That would have been like a good sweet spot of like, okay, these are some good 8 and 16-bit classics. Weird that Lost Vikings 2 wasn't part of that, but whatever. I get it. Maybe there's some weird licensing thing with that. But $20 is fucking steep for, all right, we're going to put an HD texture on top of fucking some 16-bit graphics and give you the ability to save state. That's bare minimum nowadays. Let's be honest.
It really should have been 10. Like, and that's actually the most it should have been. Honestly, it should have been free as like a cool, like, here you go. I know you're at home. There's nothing to do. Go play our old
the Blizzard Play at Home initiative.
Yeah. That's cool. They should have done that, but no, $20 because fuck you. I'm not sure if it goes physical, it'll be $30. So.
Or because of time, do you want to also go into a deep dive of like what we would with Overwatch 2? Because it technically wasn't part of the BlizzCon open. I could title it BlizzCon opening ceremony, and then because it wasn't part of the opening ceremony, we can deep dive because there is a lot of Overwatch 2 stuff that we could.
Sure, just real quick.
Well, yeah. Go ahead and say what you want. I'll hold all my thoughts until next week. It's fine.
Okay. I mean, we don't need to.
I think we're gonna go deep dive into that because I've been rewatching that a lot.
No, not really, because I just want to say I really like the improvements to everything. Yes. The engine, the sound effects, especially the sound effects. Soldier sounds good. I like all the mission stuff, all the different like upgrades you can make or get for all your characters. It's a huge skill tree too, so you can make your character feel completely different whenever you want. I'm sure you can't just max that out. I'm sure it's gonna be like you can get as many skill points as you can, like maybe like half as many skill points you need to fill it out, because it wouldn't make sense if you could upgrade your character all the way to the max and have all these different abilities. I assume you have to like kind of form it one way, and if you want to switch it up, you have to form it another way or whatever. Sure. So yeah, I'm assuming. It looks really good, and I can understand why now it's not going to come out this year, because it looks like they're going way crazier with it, because they have the story missions, but they also have the hero missions, I think they're called, which is good. Like
not randomly daily missions.
Yeah, they're like the daily missions. So every like day or week or whatever, it's gonna be a different thing. It's gonna be in the same map, but it'll be like probably like, oh, kill 30 of these guys, or beat this on hard mode or something, or now there'll be this special enemy in here instead or something. And of course, yeah, they didn't show any of that push mode, which I was a little upset about. I want to see more of that. But all the new designs for all the older characters and stuff that they showed, Reaper looks cool, McCree looks cool. I like that they really updated the engine to the point where it does look like if this was actually shown first, like it was the first thing we saw, I'd be like, oh, that does look like a sequel. Sure. I mean, we kind of saw that, but it was still like it was updated, but not like it didn't look as good as it does now. When we first saw it back in 2019. It looks really good. I can't wait for it. It's exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah,
for me.
I watched a lot. David, if you have give,
I watched your Overwatch's breakdown of it, and I watched it again through another reaction, but I didn't like go crazy with it.
I'm gonna save all my thoughts. I have a lot to say. David, do you have anything you want to say on this, or you want to save till next week as well? Or
I didn't watch anything with the Overwatch 2.
oh, you should then watch it for next week. Then it's 40 minutes and it's actually really good. They go into like
Gross.
Oh no, it's really good. Like they show in like how they redesigned the sound.
I like we David, and then we tell him to fucking watch a 40-minute thing he has no interest in.
Overwatch. How do you not? But it's over. He plays.
I've said multiple times I don't really care anymore about Overwatch.
Even single player and like progression and RPG stuff that you do like because you progress.
I heard Trace is gonna take her clothes off.
Oh,
I thought
that want anything to do with that.
I don't know. I thought
I've explicitly said multiple times on this podcast before I am not touching Overwatch 2. I don't care.
But
was that? Oh, wait, I forgot what the reason was for that.
For a lot of reasons that Blizzard has pissed me off for, and that's why when Diablo 2 Remaster comes out, I'll wait, get it used.
What?
Get Overwatch 2 used.
I don't want Overwatch 2. I don't want to play Overwatch 2.
Overwatch 2 might just be a digital game.
I believe it. Okay, well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it next week because I do have a lot of stuff to say about that.
Well, Diablo 2 is definitely not a digital game. It's already like I think you pre-order it, right? I think so.
Pre-ordering. Yeah, I think you can pre-order actually online.
No worries, 64 posted. You can pre-order it somewhere.
That's fair. All right.
For Switch, probably. Are you getting it for Switch, Xbox, PS4, PC?
It depends on what you guys do. I would normally just get it on PC, but because it's not cross-play, which is fucking dumb. I don't know how that's not a standard fucking feature with this right now. I'm waiting to see what other people get it on. Because if you guys end up getting it, I'll get it on the platform you guys have.
I'm definitely getting it, but I'll probably get it on Xbox.
Same.
All right, so I'll probably get it on Xbox then.
All right. So well, yeah, and Gordon and I will go deep dive on that because that was a 40-minute video. So huh? Yeah, that and the Anthem stuff. I have a feeling the news will be slower next week just because we got all this stuff announced.
You have that feeling.
There you go.
You won't be wrong.
All right, we're following up right now with
10 directs, 3 more State of Plays.
Yeah.
And 45 more Guilty Gear characters. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
All right. Little Nightmares following up here. Like I said, it was such a short game. I don't know how much we're going to have. It'll probably be one of the shorter episodes, so it'll be not too bad.
Yeah, it won't be too long. It should be like maybe 30, 40 minutes.
Hell tops. Yeah. Like a
classic. See, I say that and people are like, God, David hated it. These guys say it. It's just like, it's a short game.
It was literally like an hour and a half.
No, well, if you cheat.
It was about 2 hours-ish.
If you cheat. Yeah, it's about 2. It took me longer because I was trying to get 100% it. So I was like going, like when I got through an area, I was like, all right, let me see if there's anything I missed. I was like, all right. I didn't want to watch it all the way through, like the walkthrough, because I didn't want to get spoiled. But I should have did that.
I did catch you looking at one though when it was what popped up. What was it? It was
yeah, I was because I wanted to get the 100%.
Yeah, I forget what video you watched recently.
I think I'll go back because not 100% because to do that you have to beat the game in less than an hour, right. And you can't die. The reason why you can't die is because if you die, you're probably going to be over an hour because you have to wait for it to fucking load and you go back and stuff. So
right,
yeah, I think doing that
an hour, which I'm not doing that shit. So I want to 100% all the collectibles because I want to play Little Nightmares 2 next.
All right, we're gonna segue into games gone by in a second. So stream, hang tight. Give us 1 second. We're gonna transition to Skype. Otherwise, remember this records every Thursday on twitch.tv/depunked. We didn't advertise at the beginning. teespring.com/stores-blue-rupees. I think I got that right.
Oh yeah.
Me and David worked this last weekend. We're getting Games Gone By as its own separate feed, audio as well. So that's getting spun out, audio and video separately. We should have a couple cool things coming up forward too. We'd have more if it wasn't for Fiverr fucking me over. So whatever. Maybe next week. All right. Stream, stay tuned. Welcome to Games Gone By.
So,
Episode Little Nightmares.
yeah,
Episode nightmares.
Episode
welcome to the nightmare. To the nightmare. Whoa.
That's a good song on Beat Saber.
everything. Oh, Beat Saber, yeah, that's a good one. I was that part of
DLC.
it? Yeah, I bought it, so I have it. So either that or I did, some shady shit.
On Oculus.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm Adrian. You got Gory here. You got David here. This is
Hell yeah.
our monthly video game book club. We go on here. We all pick a game every month. We go through it, and some of us for the first time. Some of us played it before. Sometimes we all played it before, actually. But yeah, this was February pick, and this was Gore's pick with Little Nightmares. We're getting deep into season 2 now, though. So let me list off the games. If you're listening now, we do have a list of games coming forward. A couple they very rarely change, but we do have at least what the tentative ones are, and we probably have a fan vote at some point. Probably in it looks like, what was it? We were saying July or August might be a fan vote. Our schedule is as follows, though. Our next episode of Games Gone By will be March 25th, Earth Defense Force 5, which we will be streaming not this Sunday, but the following Sundays. Me, Gore, and David will be playing EDF on stream on twitch.tv/thepunk, where you're seeing this right now. The following month, April 29th, is Hellblade, Senua Sacrifice. That's my pick. May 27th, Gore's pick again with 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. June 24th, David with Parasite Eve. Mine's Metal Wolf Chaos in July. Gore's is Stardew Valley in August. And wrapping up our picks for Season 2 will be David with Tokyo Jungle in September.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, this is Little Nightmares. This was originally Beyond Good and Evil HD, or whatever one, it doesn't matter. But we swapped it because February looking kind of thick with game releases and stuff that we had to do. So Gore swapped it out with Little Nightmares. And I mean, we don't really have to talk about why. I think your point was because you want to play the second one.
I'm sorry, what?
You don't really have to talk about why, because I think your primary reason to picking it was because you want to play the second one and you knew this was short.
Second one, what?
Second Little Nightmares.
What's that?
I hate you.
Whackity schmackity doo.
Thanks.
No, I really wanted to play Little Nightmares because I needed something really short.
Penis joke.
Oh no, I was talking about my dick. But no, I needed something shorter because I didn't want to play a longer game, and the sequel was coming out at the point when I switched it. It's been out for now. I have it. I haven't even opened it yet, but I wanted to play the first one because I never finished it. Yeah, so I heard it's great, and the sequel's been getting great reviews. It's a shorter game, like a Limbo-sized kind of.
Very inspired by Limbo, it feels like. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the
I think
primary
Limbo's
thing.
Inspired by it.
Yeah, sure. By
Oh,
it,
sure.
like actual it. Stephen King's It.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Remember the clown in Limbo?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I was really wanting to play it for a few years, and obviously I bought it when it first came out. That's rare now, by the way.
Yeah,
this
that is
version.
very rare.
I still have the figure. I just have to find it. The figure, mine came out all like messed up. It was like leaning, like it's like fucking Michael Jackson or some shit. But it was like, which is it was weird. But I was like, all right, whatever. I had it displayed for a little while, but I still have that box in the game. So so I wanted to play it for a little while, and we'll get to it. But I liked it.
So
I guess
quick
we-
impressions. I do want to hear David's because I know he's not a big fan of these types of games. I know I had to really sell him on Inside, so I'm curious what he felt like with Little Nightmares.
So this is one I played with the girlfriend there because I looked a little bit into the game. And I was like, she'll probably get a kick out of this. And I sat her down, we started playing through, and she's like, so what is this game about? I'm like, I don't know, it's some fucking artsy message game. And she's like, okay, all right. Because she went to school, she's an art major from New Jersey originally. So she gets really big and wild into a lot of this shit. And I'm like, all right, this will probably, at least even if I don't get enjoyment out of it.
God, you guys are so different sometimes.
Fine. It'll be fun to kind of watch her reaction on it. I'm so glad I played it with her because I think I was less hostile towards this than she was.
Right. Okay. So should we bring her? Should we bring her in here?
No, she wouldn't do that. But
So wait, so she was critical of it, but like, was he critical of it because it didn't have an artsy meaning, or because she just didn't like the art style? 'Cause I love the art style of it, honestly.
no, the thing that we both agreed on is it is a gorgeous game. It is one thing that
the lighting is amazing.
Initial impression, the world is intriguing. The art is fantastic. The sound design is great. The attempt at trying to do a message is so overt and obvious and just hit you over the head with it that it's insulting to call it an artsy game, because there's no real message to it beyond just the very surface level of overconsumption. And it's, I mean, I'm kind of getting into all my deeper thoughts here, but it's not this is a prime example of why I don't like these types of games, is because the crux of the game, what they want you to get out of it, is that air quotes deeper meaning. But if you already get and understand that kind of deeper meaning early on, then you're just going through the motions. Because the platforming is fine, it's not bad. I've certainly played worse platformers.
Sure.
But beyond that, what I care about was like, all right, I want more of this mood. I want more of this atmosphere. Teach me this world. Sure. And it's like, no, you don't get that. That's not what this is about. It's about the message. It's about the meaning. Really? It's like, fuck you.
I didn't. Oh shit. I didn't think there really. I mean, I know the message you're talking about, but I didn't think it was like. I thought it was just supposed to be kind of like more of just a creepy experience with some platforming and some puzzle solving, like light puzzle solving. I thought it was more like just like it was trying to build lore, if anything, like, because there's a deep lore to this. If you go in their Wikipedia, I was just like, because someone made, of course, a wiki for
sure
this.
There's a whole ass like long
dude. Like
video.
I was like, oh, let me just go through 6. That's our main character. And there's like paragraphs about her. I'm like, what the fuck? Because there's a comic and there's an iPhone game and.
Well, see, that's the thing. Is like none of that is in this.
Well, but I mean, I don't mind that, especially since there's 3 DLCs we didn't play, by the way. I'm assuming not. There's 3 DLCs.
Yeah, I didn't play any.
They're all like an hour long.
Can I suggest?
But like,
okay, good. And I'll get my thoughts after this, but I think not that I understand why you did, David. I think you might have dug so deep for a meaning that maybe you kind of felt like you didn't get. I mean, you obviously got you get. I get what you. The overconsumption thing's a thing, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, it beats you over the head when in chapter 4 when you get all the fat dudes. All the fat dudes go on the boat and then they're eating me fat, me eat. And of course you have the cooks before that. Yeah, I know, you have the cooks and you have the guy that's like grabbing all the kids. You know, it's all about that. I get that, but I felt like the message is there, but it was also there to be creepy and have some sort of lore to kind of dig through, because there is little things like you'll find secret areas where you find the geisha woman at the end of the movie. The game. Was she a geisha? I mean, the tall woman. Yeah. You'll see like little hidden rooms where there's like it's almost like not an altar, but like just a picture is there. And it's kind of like I don't know, like I don't want to say a tribute room because that means something different now. But it's like, like a place where okay, they're building up to this woman, and you even see her kind of like watching all the fat dudes come up. You'll even see her kind of in the background sometimes, like being creepy. Yeah,
she's one of the most fascinating parts, and she's just in it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, she's not in it very long. And her boss fight is
weak.
It's weak, but like I was expecting a boss fight in this game, so when that happened, I was like, oh shit, and I was like, okay. It was very easy though. Okay, I mean it was tense, I thought, but it was like easy after it was all said and done. So I was like, okay. And the overconsumption, of course, when it comes to like her being hungry all the time, and then she eats, she just eats anything, and to the point where she even eats one of those little gnome guys.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was gonna hold off on saying, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we're just full on spoilers. So, even though you're helping them throughout, I was trying to get all of them. I missed one of them, which fucking pissed me off. But I missed one of them, even though I don't think I did. I think I hugged it, but it didn't register, so fuck this game. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to go back. I have to figure out which one it was, but yeah, no, I thought all of the story stuff was very limbo, where it doesn't tell you exactly what's going on. Obviously, you're kind of thrown into a creepy area. You go from point A to point B. There's some platforming and puzzle solving. There's some enemies that want to kill you. It's very limbo. Not that Limbo invented that, but still, Limbo made it more, I guess, not cinematic, but like more.
They really brought that style in, like of
Yeah.
like, it being, cause that was definitely my first. I mean, Braid was my first artsy indie, but like it felt so ham-fisted that I considered Limbo really my first artsy indie.
Yeah, Braid is a.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
So with the game, obviously it felt very Limbo. I thought it was like ridiculously easy. Like I thought I was gonna, like I had actually, I looked on how long to beat. It said like 5 hours, but then I
think that might be what everything though. No?
Yeah, because I looked at I looked at a walkthrough and I was like, oh, like an hour 45. I'm like, okay, that's nothing. I'll procrastinate the fuck out of this, because I played through a bit more. And I was like, okay, I feel like I'm taking my time a bit, but I looked and I was like progressing just long. It was ridiculously easy. Maybe that's just because of me having played games like Limbo and Inside and kind of knowing the ins and outs of like, because it felt very Limbo-esque, where it's like, all right, there's a puzzle here, but it didn't really try to be like, maybe a little bits were like, okay, well, what do you do in this? But the room was so small that's like, well, you can only do a couple. You can literally like run out of options of what to do within like 3 minutes. You know, if you hold the hold button and walk around or something, you're bound to do something. Or like, it's hard to be stuck in some. Whereas Limbo, it's like you got a lot of place to work with and a lot of different factors to work with. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Same with Inside, and it felt like the puzzles weren't like as the puzzles were very. I
feel like they're very situational. Like you'll be in an area where like there's a guy trying to hunt you down, and it felt more tense because you had that to deal with too.
Yeah, it didn't really feel like it differentiated a lot of things, because it felt like, okay, there's a guy there, you gotta avoid him, do this, do that. But like at least with like something Inside, one of my favorite like puzzles in there was like you see the people walking and you're like, oh, I gotta start acting like them. So you walk in line with them, like that was a cool puzzle that you kind of had to like observe things for,
Right.
This one, it felt like, okay, well, they're gonna, like we were talking about on Blue Rubies, was, all right, there's a pattern, wait for the opening, walk there, hide, do that anyway.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm getting into deeper thoughts of it. I liked it. I love how grotesque it is. It's grotesque as all hell.
Yeah, it's grotesque, but it's still rated T, which I found like they're pushing that T.
I'm super shocked it wasn't just M, because like they had straight bodies just hanging, and I was like,
yeah. Well, Limbo was rated T, so.
But that was also
that was a dude. You can see the boy getting his head cut off.
Sure, but it was black and white and like 2D.
Sure,
so
well,
I felt like
this
maybe,
was mostly black and white.
But this was still like kind of, I guess. But
I didn't see too many death scenes. But
sure.
I'm assuming
and they got away with that without that T, because they didn't really show the boy or the girl dying.
Yeah.
Really grotesque.
Because they were grab her. The ones I got were
eat.
just like them grabbing her, and then I didn't see an E one. I just saw one like they grab her and like take her away.
The dudes that chase after, that crawl after you, if they grab you, they'll eat you.
Yeah, I assume that, but I didn't get killed there. That was like nerve juice. I was just like, fuck, like that's the kind of chase sequence I like in a horror game, because there's a lot of those, especially in chapter 4. I thought that was all
those
great.
chase scenes were all really good. I thought it was cool. Yeah. You have to navigate around their fingers pretty much.
Yeah.
That part was
actually,
good.
I did get killed there. Actually,
I
was thinking about the chase.
So pissed that I didn't get away from those two motherfuckers, the two butchers. I missed out the first because the controls were very hard on Switch. Especially handheld mode.
I think they're hard on Xbox too, because there's times where you have to hold like 3 different buttons. Yeah. So hold on to a key, jump, and then like fucking maneuver around things, and then you have to hold the A button to throw something quick so you can get an elevator.
Yeah, and the platforming wasn't as smooth as I wanted it to be. So when the butchers were chasing after me, I just couldn't get the jump down. Like I just kept bumping into it. I'm like, motherfucker. And I missed a really cool just barely get out of the way, because that was just swift. It felt like that dog in Inside, where it's like almost gonna get you, but it knows the player enough that it times it so that you will get away if you just do well enough. But no, to the earlier point, I get, David, that you're looking for a meaning behind it, but I never really went into this thinking it was artsy, honestly.
I just read a little bit about that. Hey, there's a message to the game, and it's not like you have to try to look for it. It literally is overtly obvious.
I agree, but I also didn't think that was the only reason. I guess that's my.
I got that a few years ago when I played, because I did play like maybe like half this game a few years ago, and then I just kind of gave up. Not that it was hard or anything. I just stopped playing. But I got that immediately. Like it's weird. It doesn't really. It doesn't. I don't think it hits you over the head. I think it's just like leaves it out there, and I don't think it's like very. It's obvious, but it's not like get it like every 5 minutes.
But
no one's giving you a monologue, which is nice.
Like
no,
she
but
gets
it
hungry
is,
sometimes. You're like, oh, what's going on?
Constantly giving you that same thing, especially with the hunger pangs that happen throughout, and that gradual buildup of like, okay, you're hungry, you're gonna eat something to survive, whatever, and then it just kind of gets to a point
get
where
more animalistic, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
'Cause at first, like the kid throws you. I think that kid is in the DLC, by the way. The one that throws you the food in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
And you eat it. I think so. I'm pretty sure. I think that's the kid you play as in Little Nightmares 2 with the bag on his head.
Hold on. So,
but then later on, you're eating shit from like a rat cage, and then of course it leads up to you eating the gnome, and then at the end you eat the fucking geisha woman.
Is base Little Nightmares just that kid, or just a 6, or is it have?
It's just 6. It's
okay,
just 6.
so I guess I bought a DLC because on Switch it gave me the option to play as the kid right afterwards.
Oh, okay.
So I guess I bought a DLC on accident.
Yeah, I don't have the DLC, so.
yeah, I mean the DLC either.
Yeah, I just had the disc. Disc.
I did like the progression of. I guess I liked 6 when she got when
I like 6 is like an
when you saw
she's a survivor, which
when
I
you
like.
saw
She's like 10 years old.
That was a pretty rough one when you saw the kid and you saw 6 walking over and you're just like, oh no.
Yeah, I know.
You knew what was gonna happen to your motherfucker.
Yeah. Yep. I appreciate that. I appreciate exactly. I appreciate that in a game like this. Like even the Limbo kid didn't really do like heinous stuff. I would
the
say
most
like
heinous thing they did was use bodies as like a.
I mean that's your only option to get
across. Yeah, they're already dead.
And like the spider, like he's already dead.
Fuck that spider.
Yeah, he kind of used the dick, but I mean he was trying to survive too. Come on.
You did fuck over some of those kids. I remember when they were running after you and trying to kill you. You pushed the magnets,
sure.
And they would crush them because they'd follow into the traps. But they're trying to kill you, yeah. So
yeah, fuck that, you defend yourself. Here, like she's like she can eat the sausage, but she eats the gnome instead. Which she's hungry and she's probably animalistic at that point. That she's just like, oh, living stuff, not some sausage shit.
You see the gnomes? I thought that was just like some fucking.
I like the gnomes.
Yeah, but
they're so ghibli. Like they kind of like shake when they move and stuff.
That's some fucking pyramid head like.
Yeah, oh yeah, the head straight up pyramid.
Yeah, that's some like origin story to pyramid head. Like that pyramid head's probably watching 6 eat his fucking friend.
Yeah. No, like, my kids, my kids.
Now I'm gonna go and hunt this other dude.
And I like that at the end when she escapes, you see all the gnomes show up, and she's like, "Yeah, that's right. Bow to me." That's how I read it. It was. That's not what they're ending. I don't think. Really.
But yeah, no, like I absolutely love the art style.
Yeah, I love it. The graphics are great. I
even
can't
on
imagine...
Switch they looked fine.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna say because the lighting's so fucking good.
No, on Switch it's really good too.
I know it's really good, but I know it's not as good. It's not as crisp. There's no way it can.
No,
I can't even do like 1080p most of the time.
I guess I missed when it was Games of Gold, but I'm looking to buy a copy of the game anyway, hard copy. I'll probably replay it on there just to.
The complete edition's expensive on Xbox, but I think the regular one's still like $20.
Yeah, I'm just get that. Just get DLC on its own.
Yeah.
But no, I enjoyed my time with it. It was a nice, decent size. Like I said, it felt even shorter than usual just because it didn't have any challenging puzzles. Honestly, like every puzzle was relatively straightforward. If it was challenging, it wasn't challenging for long because you just didn't have that much to work with.
Right.
Like you can only die so many times, and loading times suck ass on Switch. By the way,
dude, it sucked on Xbox. No, it sucked on Xbox too. Every time you die, you'd have to wait like 30 seconds.
There's like no loading on Linux.
Well, good for you. Okay, we had to wait. But how long was it for Switch? Because I was like baffled how it like I'm playing on Xbox One X and I'm even like fucking a baby Xbox One, and it was like taking like 25 seconds to like 30 seconds to load.
No, like that legitimately like discouraged me. So every time I'm like, all right, I can't die. I don't want to wait.
Yeah.
So I actually did less.
On Series X, it probably is snappy. So
now you got it.
No, that was just an empty box. Yeah, Neo sent me an empty box. Nothing in it. I sent him money. What an asshole.
He never talked
I'm
again.
gonna shame him on YouTube. No one will watch it though. No one will watch it.
But so David, I'm curious. Have you shown your girlfriend stuff like Inside of Limbo, and maybe you saw if she would like those? Those are probably much more upper
I haven't
alley.
shown her anything of that stuff. No.
I feel like those are much more her upper alley of what she'd probably enjoy. Assuming that since you liked Inside probably more than you expected to.
Oh, sorry. You didn't like
Inside was still stretching it though. Like I really didn't get it into it until midway when I actually started having gameplay.
Sure.
Well, we can all agree Little Nightmares has gameplay. You might not like it. That's gameplay. I mean, it's not just walk from point A to point B.
Very solid little platformer. Like, I have no complaints on the gameplay.
I like that it took the environment and like made it make sense for the platforming. So you start up a hook like system thing where it's like moving around, and you use that to progress through the level. You're going on like you're walking above like not support beams, but like just like boards there up in the roof that would probably be there. Just like you're climbing on sausages at one point.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting environmental interaction.
Yeah. And I like that it takes into account that you're small. So like a sausage link would be giant compared to you. So you have to use that besides just use a little rope. Who would use a little rope? Like who makes little rope for little people? Nobody. You use a rope for big people. So she had to use a sausage link. 3 exactly. Because you have to grind. Can I just mention how tense the game is at times though? Because when you're running, and there's a lot of times where you have to be quick, like get to the elevator, get to this, get to that. You turn the TV on for the librarian guy that captures you, so you have to fucking take that key and go get the fuck out of there. For me, I got caught there, so it was like I had to fucking go and hide and stuff. And I was trying to get the 100% collectibles, and there's a candle there too, and that's one of the achievements. So I'm like, oh fuck, I had to put the key down, fucking light it up. Get the key, he's coming for you, I'm gonna fuck it out of here.
Dude, there was a couple of those I was willing to like, alright, let me test to see if it saves the candle progression. It does, cool. I'm gonna suicide a couple of these and then I'll deal with actually solving this after.
Right, yeah, that's probably what I should have did, but
you didn't want to spend 90 minutes of your life waiting for loading times.
For the loading times, half the game's length on fucking loading times. But I didn't die too many times, so that was good. Yeah, it is an easy game. I feel like these type of games don't need to be like the most challenging. I didn't think Inside was that challenging. I didn't think Limbo was really that challenging.
Limbo definitely was more, I think, among those 3.
Sure, because it was like the first of its type,
and
so
it was
it's like one of those things you have to kind of think more so.
They made it a lot more puzzly, whereas Inside is a lot more atmospheric.
A lot of like boxes you have to move in that game.
Yeah.
And things, and this one has a couple of things you have to move, obviously. Like
plus, Limbo has the thing of being, since the art style doesn't really credit to it, everything blends in so much that you don't know what you're supposed to be moving. It's not as obvious, whereas I feel like in Little Nightmares and Inside, because they're 3D and the lighting is so prevalent, that it kind of makes what you need to do stand out, It's like, oh, you see this, oh, there's like a stack of papers there, it looks like you can climb that. Right. It looks climbable. Whereas like Limbo's kind of like, everything kind of blends in with one another, so it definitely is. You got to like kind of maneuver a lot more. But yeah, no, it's enjoyable. I'm just so I'm curious. The deep dive. I'm sure there's a deep dive on YouTube, and I'm sure that these DLCs are.
People like this game for a lot of different reasons besides just the game being good. I think it's because there's such a like Five Nights at Freddy's. There's actually like a lore if you go deep in. Like it's not just the message. There's the message obviously, but there's like more to it. Like the place you're in is called the Maw. You don't know that in the game, but you're trying to escape the Maw. I didn't get deep into it, but like there's fucking YouTube videos about people talking about the lore and shit. There's like 107 things you don't know about Little Nightmares. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, because they don't put it in the fucking game.
Yeah, well, and that's fine. They don't put it in Limbo
either,
really.
But
and especially Inside, you don't know what the fuck's going on inside until you read more stuff later.
Yeah, but that's a lot of games. I think. I think
I'm okay with that as long as you don't beat me over the head with a message, or which I don't think you did. I think you did. You thought it did, but I didn't think it did. And you give me a satisfying experience, like with an ending that I can enjoy in some way. And it being minimalist when it comes to its story was fine, because at the end when a creepy lady, geisha lady shows up and you're fighting her, and it's just like, oh, it's another creepy thing in this world. I'm good with not knowing exactly who she is. It's just a creepy thing. It's fine.
If you want to go in blank mind, be like, hey, this is some kid in a weird fucking area, gotta get out.
Yeah, she wakes up in a weird area, just like Limbo. Limbo kid wakes up in a weird area. There's monsters trying to get him. He has to hide. Well, I guess in Limbo you don't hide, but In this one, you have to hide. Yeah, you have to just make it out. And along the way, you become more animalistic, more of a survivor. You start eating things that maybe you shouldn't eat because they're cute. I think, at least. I like.
No, the gnomes are great.
I love them. I want a little figure of the gnome just to put right next
sure,
to.
on Etsy, you'll find one.
Oh, sure. Actually, I'm gonna look right now.
Yeah, I'll look.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm gonna look. Oh, look. Me first.
Me.
But
no, because I'm honestly kind of getting a little tired of a lot of the more interesting parts of a game not actually being in the fucking game, and I think this one really brought that frustration out because the aesthetic, the tone, like everything, mood and atmosphere about this game was fantastic. So I wanted to get engrossed in that. I wanted to give me some more attachment, give me some kind of reason to keep going through it other than just this message. And go ahead.
I know you and I, especially with our background and stuff like the web series stuff that we would delve into, we like a good story that's beefy and has a lot of lore to it. If, like, hypothetically, and I don't even know how it is, I didn't watch it, I do expect I will come back and talk about Little Nightmares more on our retrospective of season 2, because I'm sure by then I'll have played all of this. David, if like hypothetically, let's say you watched a video, and let's say that all this stuff was in the background, but you just didn't really notice it, or maybe we were not exploring enough, would that make you appreciate it more, or would that still kind of fall in the line of it didn't do what it was supposed to? Because I know a lot of games. It would depend on
how deep into that, because like. It's kind of neat when you can throw in some background detail that when you pay attention, it's like, oh, okay, that really kind of helps to explain some other things. Or when you kind of add in that little detail, it's like, oh, okay, it's alluding to something here. But for this, it wouldn't be enough because, granted, it's such a flash-in-the-pan game. I mean, you're kind of in and out very quick. It's very conservative, or it's very, reasonable time investment. But at the same time, there's nothing... It does nothing to get me emotionally invested in what's going on beyond, all right, well, I know I'm playing this kind of a childlike thing. I don't even really know what the fuck I'm playing other than just it is small and there are other larger things. There's people that look like they're wearing people's suits because they just got so many layers of fucking fat on them. And there's weird, like, pyramid fucking gangly aesthetic grabby arm dudes. I don't understand anything about that, but that's kind of cool. Which I will say, that was the greatest fucking monster in that fucking game. I love that design aesthetic. It kind of reminded me... Yeah. It kind of reminded me
I knew you were going to cut that motherfucker's arms, too, when you saw it. I'm like, ooh, just give it to me.
Of course. You gotta come on.
But it's one of those things that... It does so much to, again, get you visually... how to phrase this? It would be like going into like a Tim Burton film and be like, okay, visually I understand a lot of this, but then you take out all the dialogue and you take out all the setup, and it's like, well, I know there's a lot visually kind of telling me the mood and the atmosphere I'm trying to be going for here, but beyond that I have no context, I have no reason to care. And some things pull that off pretty well. Sometimes a purely visual medium can be really good just telling its story visually, but there wasn't even really telling much of a story visually either, is my problem with it.
Do you know if they went into this game knowing how much this was going to be pulled apart, so they started implementing it like afterwards? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder.
Yeah, no, I know you're talking about. They just started adding more.
Because like for example, like Five Nights at Freddy's.
I'm not too sure, but I think a lot of people there are talking about the lore. It's in the game, but you have to really like look at the environment and stuff, and kind of piece it together. So I'm not too sure, honestly. I haven't gone deep into the lore myself yet.
Okay.
Because I only finished it yesterday, and today, other things. I didn't want to do it, but I didn't look at.
So
I didn't feel like looking at a website and reading the lore.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm not going to until I finish DLC. But
there's a comic also. There's a comic series. So
I'm curious. I understand David's frustration with it, and I can agree with that too.
Sure. I don't mind that though.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious if it's withholding the lore, or if it's like, oh, you know what? We added tidbits enough. Let's just keep adding to it. We already done with the game. Let's keep adding, rather than withholding.
What do
you know
I-
what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get you. But what I compare it to is like Dark Souls. Everybody loves the lore of Dark Souls, but they don't tell you shit in the actual game. You have to read. I mean, I guess they do tell you shit in the game. You have to read fucking weapons. You have to look at the weapons, and it describes.
It's
things about the
Destiny's
lore.
Grimoire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Grimoire sucks ass though.
Which
because-
I'll agree. That is also the weakest part of Destiny's lore. Is I love the lore of Destiny, but it's fucking dumb the lengths they have to go to, especially where because of its MMO nature, you can't even go back and find a lot of that. That's just missing because of updates and changes that go throughout.
But Destiny, the reason why that's upsetting is because the lore you get in Destiny is kind of cool, but there's barely any of it. Where in Little Nightmares, I feel like the lore was so mysteriously told that you might not even think there's lore, and it's just like a mysterious game in itself. That you'll be like, oh, it's creepy, and there's a lot of nice visuals.
That's where I'm
Again, it's not
leaning
long
on,
too, so
is
like
I
I don't find it annoying when there's not a lot of like info. I just find it like okay, so or a story. I just find it okay. So
felt like I missed a lot of it when I was going through it. Because I felt like I felt like this is actually one of the games where I tried to go the way that had more stuff to it, but I ended up going the right direction. Right. It was too late to go back, yeah. Where you got a fork in the path, or yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing that like. I mean, I was trying to get to collectibles, so like I go further. I'm like, oh, can I go back? I'm like, no.
And then you go back. I hate that when you go away and you're like, oh wait, no, this is the right way. You go back and you're like farther. You're like, no wait, this is the right way. So you go back. All right.
Yeah, I have that same problem with like fucking like RPGs and game, or not even RPG, like linear games that like give you here's a thing over here. You can go there and do side thing maybe. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I go that way, and then that's actually the main thing. I'm doing the main thing now. I just missed.
You're gonna go into so many palaces. You're gonna take the wrong turn, and then you're gonna be like, fuck, this is the right turn. You're gonna go back and find treasure chests the other way, but you walk all the way back out there.
It's just treasure chests. I don't care about that.
Yeah, so I've been just kind of quickly glancing through the Wikia to kind of see. And it looks like a lot of it isn't in the like main game proper. It looks like a lot of it's just been added on through supplemental stuff over the time.
Yeah, like the comic.
That's
what I mean. You can piece things together if you look at the game's environments and stuff. From what I'm hearing, like just little things. Now, I'm not saying there's like a deep lore in just the base game. There's a deep lore now, though.
So
you have 3 DLCs. You have a comic. You have an iPhone game.
It feels very. It sounded to me very like Five Nights at Freddy's, where they added enough stuff to
that's
mysterious.
That's why I brought that up earlier. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then they're like, you know what, this did so well, people like it. Let's add on to something we wrote about in there. I don't know if that makes you appreciate it more.
No.
David. Okay, so like, yeah, but I get that, and I kind of understand that approach because you don't know how well this is gonna do. If this is a new IP, and these kind of games don't even do well with big publishers, I'm actually very surprised that this got published by Bandai Namco, honestly.
Yeah, it was huge too. This game did very well.
I could totally have seen this flopping hard though too.
That's why when Little Nightmares 2 came out, I think it was like shown at like I forgot. It was like at was it like Gamescom or something? It was like when it got announced, it was during something, and that was like the biggest announcement there. And that was the same one they announced. What's that space game? The funny one, where you play the little like minion looking dudes and you build the ship.
Journey to the Savage Planet.
No, that's nothing even close to.
I heard space.
You just made a fucking. You just brought a game up that has space. And that's
the Maw.
No, the funny one where you build a ship and it fucks up. Kerbal Space Program. They announced the second
serious.
game. Yeah. No, I'm not being serious. I'm a joke.
Pikmin.
No, it's Kerbal.
Yeah, they announced Pikmin 3.
No, it's Kerbal Space Program too. It was that game. But which that game I don't think is ever coming out now. But
yeah, so I guess I get David's frustration with it.
I don't.
I could see why. It seemed like a big gamble. I could see the devs not wanting to put like as much effort into it. If they're like, well, if it crashes and we spent all that extra time doing stuff, that sucks. But if it did well and they're like, all right, now we can add to it because we confidently at least added little tidbits of it here or there. I guess I get that.
I don't. Do better next time.
Decore's pick. I don't care about this.
Fuck this game. Whoever picked this is a fucking sex maniac. And has a huge
scrote
penis.
Scrote.
A huge scrote. Just a scrote.
All right. Final thoughts. Unless anyone else has something else to say about this.
It's gorgeous. I think it's tense. The running sequences are great.
I love the chase sequence. I think chase sequences in this
Chapter
game
4 is
are
great.
really
I love
well
that.
done.
Well, Chapter 4 is fantastic. That's the one where the fat guys go after.
fucked my favorite moment in the game.
I fuck.
My favorite moment is my favorite moment of the game, and I love when games do this. They kind of give you a little taste of what you're gonna see later on. So you look at that eye, and you see that big dude. You're like, oh, I have to kill that motherfucker or something. Yeah. You see them all there. You're like, all right, these are the people I'm gonna deal with coming forward. All right, let's do this.
And then they all just start trying to grab you at the end. They just fucking like I don't know what's going on exactly. I'm sure in the lore, but you're just like fucking murdering them without even like doing anything. That was a badass moment where you're walking through the.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
food. Ooh, little thing. Even though I have plenty of like mountains of food here, that thing's alive. I need to eat.
We're alive.
And die.
Story of survival.
This is the story of a girl that killed fat people and drowned the whole world.
Hell yeah.
All right, final thoughts then.
Oh, drowned the whole world because when she gets out of the thing, it's like all the water. The world's drowned. This is the story of a girl. Oh, maybe it's Rapture.
Rapture?
Rapture.
Yeah. All right, David, final thoughts.
Rapture.
I fucking hated it, but I think atmospherically it's great, but beyond that,
it was a good platformer. How you hate it?
I thought it was a fun little platformer. Yeah, I would never touch this game again. 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10. Yeah, it's good platforming. I like the graphics, the atmosphere. 0 out of 10. Fuck this game. Too much water.
I liked it. I'll go through it again to do some of the deals. It was short enough that I love people piecing lore together. Honestly, so I can see myself going through the DLCs.
You bought a whole $400 collector's edition for one, just so you can get a little piece of like a lore thing or whatever, right? Wasn't there like a piece of paper?
I didn't know that was a thing. That was a bonus.
No.
Yeah, no one knew that was a thing.
Yeah.
So obviously you threw it away.
No, I kept it.
No, but didn't you throw it away? But then you found it.
No, I thought I threw it away, but I smartly put it back in the collector's box.
I'm a smart.
I'm a smart. I liked it. I'll go through the DLCs, and I imagine, because I want to play the second one for sure. I imagine myself going through one of those YouTube rabbit holes and look at that. But I also see Little Nightmares 2 dropping in price. That's why I didn't buy it at launch.
I don't know, right now, like it was actually hard to find on Switch. I think it's hard to find right now. So.
I'll have to buy the original though. I'll probably buy the original and then get 2 after this podcast.
No, I'm saying Little Nightmares 2 is getting hard to find.
Hey, don't worry about it, Gore. I got my people.
It's hard. No, you don't. You don't have anybody. I'm the only one. I'm the only one you have.
Hell yeah.
And I'm rejecting you.
Hey, Gore, your final thoughts.
Fuck you. You know, I knew these assholes wouldn't like the fucking
What are you talking about? I liked it.
These guys suck. No, you didn't like it. You're lying. What an asshole. Whatever. You know who you think is the correct.
Look, it's fine. We got a whole month to play EDF, in which case they will tell me live that how much they hate that.
I don't know,
and
man. The fucking the message about shoot the big alien bug.
I like how
hit me over the head.
I like how 2021 has a string of just 3 games that people are gonna hate back to back now.
Right?
David hated No Man's Sky. David hated Little Nightmares. David's gonna hate EDF.
David's gonna hate EDF. You know what? This game sucks. We're the only ones who like it. David, I feel like David didn't care for Metal Gear Rising either, because he had a problem with the shield. Yeah, he didn't like anything yet.
What's the next game that he's gonna like?
This season he liked some stuff. Though,
he's gonna like Hellblade, I think.
No, I don't think he'll like that.
No,
I get the message. Mental awareness.
but it's done more elegantly, I've heard.
Yeah, and I've already played a bit of Hellblade.
You know what?
I really liked what
that man's gonna love.
I guess I should have kept Beyond Good and Evil.
He's gonna fucking love 999, I think.
Oh yeah.
He'll love 999.
You better fucking like it.
He'll like Metal Wolf Chaos because it's gonna be absurd enough, I think.
Yeah, he likes
and it's archaic.
He
likes
jam it up your ass Gaiden or whatever.
Yeah. He's gonna hate Tokyo Jungle. Whoever picked that.
Yeah, whoever the douchebag picked that. Parasite Eve. I don't know. That seems too stupid and dumb. I think he liked Third Birthday more actually. Should have played that one. This is the story of a girl.
All right,
that is the story of a girl.
That was that was a joke.
Resident Evil.
No, I didn't change the recorded on for the entire episode. Oh well.
Huh?
I didn't change the recorded on date on there. Oh well, that doesn't matter to me.
Well,
I could change that right now.
You're talking about
the little date on top?
Yeah,
I
I thought you were talking about you didn't switch it for the games gone by. You didn't switch it for any of it.
No, I just didn't change the date. I changed the name and I put the picture up there.
Wow. All right, let's do the podcast over again.
All right. David's worst nightmare come true. His little nightmare.
His
Hell
little
yeah.
nightmare. Big
All right.
nightmare.
Our shortest games gone by, probably. I think. No, I think Street Fighter Cross.
No, I feel like our Mega Man one was really short because it was
Yeah.
just like it was hard. He didn't finish it. Did you shoot? Yeah, that's it. Chun-Li's thighs were not fucking chungus in that game, so fuck it.
All right, Chatbox says good night. We also say good night. Appreciate you guys for watching. Once again, if you're watching this shit, if you're watching this by this point, then yeah.
If you're watching this shit.
No,
yeah.
no. I mean, if you're watching it at enough of a later date, check out our audio feed. Give us some likes on there. It'll be on iTunes and all that good stuff. Our schedule, like we were just teasing a little while ago.
Yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, rate, and copyright strike.
Really helps us out.
It's gonna keep getting longer and longer.
Hell yeah.
Like, subscribe, comment, raid, do a flip, smoke some crack, jump out your window, fly around, knock on your neighbors,
Do a dick
shoot him in the face, do a dab, then do a rafflecopter, then fly into a dumpster, then fucking jump out of the dumpster,
It sounds
do
like
a
a
figure
boss.
eight, and then
Like a
and
boss.
Then yeah, like a boss. Now I'm dead, like a boss.
Earth Defense Force 5 is March 25th. Hellblade
Shut my
following
balls off.
that. 999 after that. Parasite Eve after that. July, Metal Wolf Chaos. Stardew Valley after that. Tokyo Jungle September.
That's a classic video. Flying to the sun. Now I'm dead. Some was like, what the fuck? It's just such a classic video. So you chopped your balls off and died.
Nah.
Nah,
That
ain't
ain't
me. Ain't me.
Chatbox in the chat with one final. Cook the man some more fucking eggs.
Man, cook the man some fucking eggs, bitch.
Thanks for watching.
The fucking classic. That might not ever be topped.